コミュニティのゲーム画面機械翻訳支援ツールというものがあるので、それを試していただければと思います。探していただければと思います。まあ、ちょっとそれをだけ言いたくて、入ってきましたんで。
いやー、ここのジャパニーズリストリームは有益な情報を一言言いに来る人が多いですね。素晴らしい。
すいません。では、失礼します。
いや、マウスさんに拍手。ありがとうございます。いや、実際、ついに画面が別に入りましたね。
And now the game looks absolutely beautiful.
Prepare yourself.
Yeah, so
非常に
so it's literally
演
just
出的にも
interpreting, I guess, every single little box.
ネオレトロみたいな言葉が表現されてましたけど、紹介文
So
で。
that's just supposed to be text, just introducing the story.
Is
So.
anybody else getting Angband flashbacks right now?
We can start timer.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
その表現が正しいというか、なんというか、現代だからこそありそうな表現というか、
Sorry.
New world record
かっこいいですね。
Well, we're gonna lose time.
あ、もういつの間にかタイマーは操作したんですね。
There we go. That's better.
見ていませんでした。グッドラックです。
Only a streamer would think of that. We'd like to point that out.
Oh god. Yeah, so so this is Shadows of Adam. It's a beautiful game, I promise. And so basically we're just going into this pit because evil has been found in this pit and we've been blamed for it. So yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so
いや、これすごいですね、この画面。
ASCII mode for about 5 minutes. Then you'll get to appreciate some of Tim's great
自分が見た画面はゲームボーイアドバンスチックな
Yeah, Dowolf is single-handedly pretty much
美しいドット絵だったのですが、
He's done all the work. It's an amazing run to see. It's been kind of developing over the last year or so. And
あ、ちゃんとこの画面が操作できる。
basic combat mechanics before we get started is that you have a fixed amount of AP in every battle. And at the beginning of every turn, you're going to get 15 of it back. And if you kill an enemy, you get 5 of it back. So it's kind of
この主人公というか操作しているキャラクターが男なのか女なのかもわかりませんね、これ。
Yeah, especially
あ、何かしらの魔法を唱えているっぽいエフェクトみたいな。
So yeah, so this is just a quick tutorial. We can hit the flower thing to get rid of vines, and there's a chest there. Trust me. And we're going to not get that chest because there's a cutscene inside it. So, but so this is the first encounter. So, like we were saying, we have AP that just gates everything, which is a little blue bar in the lower right-hand corner that you can't really read. Again, this will just be the first 5 minutes or so. But so
いや、荒いどころでないと思いますけど。
it will just 2-hit them, and also a crit will 1-hit them, and the crit chance in this game is about 30%, which is insanely high. So yeah, so just mashing attack and then hoping we get lucky and get a crit is just a really good strategy. This is first puzzle. The solution is BAB, and I want everyone to just pay attention to that. BAB, remember that, because it's going to be important later on. This is a B. It looks like a
ああ、なるほど。これがさっき言ったアスキーモード、なるほど。
But yeah, so again, review the solution to this puzzle. So you hit the second one, then we're gonna hit
こ
the
れ
first one.
寄付金で、この、本当は多分綺麗なドット絵なんでしょうけど、まあ、こんな感じの半分文字化けしたような感じのアスキーアートみたいな感じのドット絵に変えて、やってくれる人ですよね。あ、もうこのまま一緒に喋ってくれればいいんですよ。
I'm not going to try to heal her in the ASCII menu. That seems a bad idea. That's a revive that we just picked up there. We'll have no other way to revive our characters. Also, finally, again, hope you've all been paying attention because the password is still second, then first, then second.
キングスライムと戦うのが両方とも達成されているので、
キングスライムは最初単純に出てくるわけではない。ちょっとわからないですかね。
ボーナスボスみたいで、裏ボスみたいな。
ああ、なるほど、なるほど。
みたいですね。
なるほど。ありがとうございます。
はい、以上です。失礼します。
So yeah, so like as you can see, like crits happen pretty frequently. 30% is just a really big shot. So this is the first option.
ということで、この画面は、まあ、この寄付金で、文字とかが読めない、まあ、何が起こっているか、おおよそにしかわからない、この画面でやってるってことですよね。
I am going to
それ
actually
も完全にどこに何があるか覚えているからこそできるゲートってことですよね。
and then we're actually gonna like exit the game
おっ
entirely.
と。
And then this hopefully won't like screw everything up forever. Because that's the only way
あ
to
あ、
disable
多分
ASCII mode.
最初の
But
ダンジョンこれで抜けるので、そのアスキーモードを切ったんですかね。
Beautiful. Nice.
which means I should probably. Oh god, she only had 12 HP. That
こ
was,
んな画面だったんですね。なるほど。
yeah, like so again, like so now we can actually see what numbers are. And the game is punishing me for turning off ASCII mode with that miss. I'm pretty sure. But
今回一応急遽入っているので、皆さんちょっと予定とかもあるでしょうからね。
anywhere in the game, so it's just basically a heal point. We're gonna save the game though because this boss can kill us. 4 in-game time at this point is really good. So yeah, so this is the first cut. Oh, mouse. But so yeah, so this is now we're getting a like flashback about what I said before about how we couldn't scent. So they think she's a witch, and they're technically right.
これはイベントをですね、
So
飛ばせないという噂
every
の
evil attack
連打するんでしょ
or burn her. Minor trouble, no biggie. So yeah, I guess if we have any donations so far, people begging us to turn off ASCII mode, this would be a great time to start reading them.
Right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're turning it on later.
We'll turn it back on. You heard him, Twitch chat. We will turn it back on. We have a $10 donation from our own Atlas Jackson that says, wow, Dwarf Fortress is looking great. Good luck to Dwarf.
This scene was actually originally the intro of the game, but we decided to have some more of a cold open, so we use this as a flashback. Kind of model after like a Final Fantasy VII approach, where it kind of starts right in the first dungeon.
Yeah, and I guess you were saying earlier that like just to tell who everyone is because we don't have like portraits or anything. It's just it's always just some physical movement before they talk.
Yeah, a lot of jumping, a lot of cane shaking. Like
キャラクターのドット自体は、まあ、ファイナルファンタジー6とかあの辺ですよね、きっと。
This particular
その
scene
感じ
actually
が。
went through probably 5 to 6
記録ビッ
different
ト
iterations to get
JRPG
right. It's a pretty complex scene with all the movements, but it's one of my favorites because you'll see a new character pop up and do some pretty cool stuff.
Nothing to see here. Okay, maybe
Or is
something
there?
to see here.
この驚いた顔いいですね。
Close attention. When Curtis comes out, he's going to shoot this like a horizontal chakra beam. Remember that for the battle coming, just right here.
Yeah. So this battle is so we got the two things on the side. They heal the main thing in the middle, and so that's a problem. So we're gonna take them out first, and like Tyler was alluding to, we've got Chi Wave, so that just deals is our first AOE attack. So yeah, we definitely want to use it. That's actually a lot of damage on Azrael already. I'm gonna try to YOLO it because I really don't want to heal here, but she might die. The boss can do
こういう本体とその周りの2体みたいな
That's really unlikely.
敵よくいますね。
See, it didn't
本
kill
体
us.
は実は右とか。
But yeah, so this
あ
game
り
is
そうですが、
definitely a
これは
lot
どうなん
about
でしょ
just
う。
dancing with risk and very much just. So there,
多分
it's
RPG ミ
very
ッドブ
a lot
レ
of
イクに
damage
関
rate.
し
So
て
you're
は、日
you're
本
trying
人
to
の操作の
control
方は
this
いらっ
one.
しゃら
Oh,
な
he
かった
didn't
と思い
die.
ます。
He
多分
didn't die. That's
ちょっと把握してないだけかもしれないですけど、多分いないと思います。
It has happened,
ス
but
ケ
it's
ジュ
still.
ール
And you landed all 3 leech seeds.
出てる
Okay,
ん
this
で、
is
ま
a
あ、スケジュールの
problem.
ところに、まあ、操作の方の名前一
So
覧
things are going
載ってるんですけど、多分
already.
もし
Let's see, you got a
日
heal
本人
there.
の操作の方出るっていう情報を知ってるよという
Then,
方がいらっしゃいましたら、
So yeah, so we have one revive and we
ぜ
have
ひ
no
教
other
えて
way
くだ
to
さい。
revive
多分
people, so
いらっ
this
し
is
ゃらない
why
と
I
思います。
saved before the fight. Hopefully we won't need to reset already. That'd be a bad sign. Yeah, so he has, I think, 630 HP if memory serves.
まあ、日本人の
That's
方、
good.
奏者ではいらっしゃいませんけど、まあ、現地に
Nice crit.
日本人が一人も行ってないとは言ってないのでね。
Okay, that's perfectly fine.
So probably after this round, you'll see we took a page out of FF Mystic Quest with the weak state monsters. I think adds a nice like visual storytelling element to the battles. And because you can't see his HP bar, it kind of gives you a clue that he's getting weaker.
Yeah, it's specifically for 25% HP, so probably not this round, but maybe next round we'll get the kill. Maybe not if he just gets another triple leech seed. There's no way to play it safe here. Let's just go all in.
Yeah, and something you won't see is Curtis has a mind read ability that reveals hidden HP bars.
Yes, it also tells you weaknesses and has a nice little fun quote about what the guy is thinking. But yeah, so that was the first boss. We didn't die, which is really good. Did actually die in practice last week, so good thing that didn't happen here. But yeah, so we found the book at the source of the tangle that's been causing that caused all these vines to appear, and now a bunch of spooky ghost things up here, and also this guy who looks a lot like our dad. And we know we can trust him because you can always trust someone who's summoned
なかなかのホラー演出ですね。
that's just rule the
あの大きさ。
now we gotta just run out of here, and this followed by a little bit more of cutscenes. So I guess throw it back to Bob if you got any donations.
I will just point out that Twitch chat is saying turn it back on, do it, you won't.
Don't tempt me, Twitch chat. Don't tempt me. Also, I would probably just die because I can't see my HP or AP. But
That's probably what they're rooting for.
don't worry, Twitch chat. I will die plenty of times just fine.
All right, so one of the things that I would like to do is, rather than a read donation right now, I just want to say thank you to some of the artists that have been working in our community, especially since we have the art director here on the couch with us. We want to say a huge thanks to LLK and Carrie Fry and Mega Weasel, who are responsible for many of the emotes that you gain access to by subscribing to the channel.
いや、これゲーム面白そうですね、
All
実
revenue
際。
from subs and ads that we air
すごい。
will come to us at
ずっと懐かしい
RPGLB2018
感じがし
for
ます
future
ね。
marathons, but all 100% of any donations do go
この
straight to Nami.
本、一
That's
人め
very
くりまくってます
important
ね。
to know. So, thank you for any donations you have made thus far, helping us reach the total of $6,585 already, which is absolutely
Nice.
brilliant.
この子供の
helping us hit the
ドット表現すごいですけど。
after Dolus Run, he's going to do an optional boss battle, which has kind of a little bit of a throwback to FF6. You'll see
Speaking of, I think during this run, if
そう
you
ですね。
donate $5,
日本語してほしいという応
you'll
募。
Steam key for this game.
Yep.
なんと、今、
So,
Steam、
guys like what you
画面
see,
に出るとき英語、多分機械翻訳ですけど、
the game
リアルタイム
will
で機械翻訳で表示してくれるみたいなツールもありそうなので、まあ、名前がわからないので、ちょっとそういう感じのツールがあるということで、各自ググってほしいんですけど、そういうのがあるらしいので、もしよければ、やってみてください。あと、まあ、有志の方で翻訳をしてらっしゃる方も、いるとかいないとか。
Really rough thing to tell a kid that's like 5 years old in that cutscene or something like that. Because yeah, that's 10 years ago, so it'd be like 5 years old that you're just telling him, "No, I hate you."
I like
He
how
is
the
not
book,
Dad of the Year material.
I like the book pages eternally, flapping in the wind.
Yeah, nobody questions this.
Yeah.
That's how
Nobody's,
you know the book's magic.
Yeah.
yeah, so now we're gonna like pilfer stuff around town. You know, it's an RPG. So first we're gonna pick up some juices. Those are like tabs from Chrono Trigger. If for those of you who played that game, which I'm gonna assume is most people in an RPG Limit Break audience. So carrot juice is for speed, spinach is for attack, and carrot
Broccoli?
apples are for magic. And broccoli's defense. Why am I going in this
No one
building?
cares about broccoli, though.
Make sure you equip.
Did I
the-
forget? Yes, I did forget one. I need to go in.
顔のドットが、メニュー画面の顔のドットが急にリアルになるのが
So we do
FF6 っぽい
definitely
です
need
ね。
that one. So there we
Those
go.
are Azrael's adopted mothers, essentially.
Yeah.
Did you equip the armor though?
I'll do that in a second.
Okay.
I should probably not. Yeah, I actually forgot to have my practice run earlier today, and I was like, oh, well, I didn't die, so it was fine. But should have probably died, because I don't buy more armor for a really long time. Yeah, so this is. This sort of follows the previous flashback cutscene, and we're trying to prove ourselves in the forest, I guess. And we almost get ourselves killed because we're a 5-year-old kid in a forest of wolves.
Yeah.
But brings back memories.
Yeah, we try to balance a nice segments of
まあ
gameplay
今
with
の
a little
2
bit
人
of
が、
scenes.
この、
So kind of from this point on, it
今
will be
パーティー
mostly
にいる
like
2
a 30-minute
人なんです
stretch
よ
of
ね。
gameplay, then maybe a 3 to 5 minute scene to kind of slow it down a little bit. But there's gonna be a long stretch of gameplay right up here.
Yeah, so this introduces the guy in the middle, the like thief type enemy, and they dodge physical attacks like nobody's business. And if they dodge a physical attack, they will counter you. And yeah, that hurts. That hurts a lot. So we do you not want that?
Can I break in real quick?
You may.
I got a couple of rather large donations.
アダムは多分村の名前ですね。
First from our own PJ,
今いた村の名前がアダム
but couldn't make it this year.
ですかね。
$250.
All right.
Who says, "Hey friends, PJ
ちょっ
here.
と、じゃあ日本語の
I'm sorry I
記
couldn't make
事
it to RPGLB
があったので、まあその日本語の紹介記事
Great job for Nami without me.
の説明文のストーリーのあらすじだけ引用させていただきますと、これ、モグラゲームスさんの書書きですね。物語はミスティウッズの霧によって外から隔絶され、戦争の時代から平和となっていたアダムの村から始まる。戦争の元となった暗黒の力は一度は消えたものの、今再び暗黒が訪れようとしていた。しかし、アダムの村の英雄、オラジオは10年前から消息を絶っていた。オラジオの息子と養子となった娘は、アダムと彼らの父親を救うことを望むならば、オラジオが残した秘密を明らかにする必要がある。しかし、それは世界を揺るがす内容でもあった。ということで、まあ、平和になったものの、一度は平和になったものの、やはり何かしらの危機が迫っていると。で、まあ、その、主人公というか、多分この主人公と、この、女の子は、まあ、養子となった娘。で、この二人は、まあ、父親である英雄、オラジオの、まあ、秘密を明らかにする必要があるということで、多分、今、秘密を明らかにしようとする旅に出てるんじゃないですか。で、まあ、この旅の先に、その秘密が明らかになるとともに、それが世界を揺るがすような内容であると。で、まあ、何やかんやで多分世界も救うんでしょう、きっと。わからないですけど。なかなかチャーミングなハート飛ばしてきますね、このおばあさん。この口を開けた時の歯が2本だけあるっていうこのドット表現がすごいですね。
Yeah, like in this dungeon, like Dolph was saying, we introduced that mechanic where the guy dodges physicals and he counters when he evades. So it's kind of slowly teaching you, like, hey, maybe mashing attack isn't the best option. And so that's one of our tenets of the gameplay. Another thing is that as Dolph goes through the run, he'll be learning lots of different skills, and he won't be getting like duplicate skills. Like in the old Final Fantasies, you can learn like 20 fire spells, and only one of them is useful by the end of the game. Each character is basically going to learn one
さらっと
unique
隠し
spell,
通路から力をなんかパクりましたね。
and it's going to last pretty much throughout the game. So as he's about to learn Flare, I think.
Yeah, Flare will be in several fights from now.
Level 8, I think.
Yeah, and he'll be using that up through the final dungeon. Like, pretty much in the final dungeon, he'll be using Flare a lot. So this guy is kind of our, like, Jar Jar Binks character, but a lot less hated.
I like to think of him as a Moogle, but...
Yeah, he also likes calling us stupid oomies, which for anyone who's ever played a MOBA and just knows another meaning of the word it's just... I died laughing the first time he called me that.
Yeah.
But,
this whole sequence was meant to sort of show the player how to hop across rocks and jump across cliffs without having a immersion breaking tutorial.
Yeah, I actually literally don't know if it's faster to jump down that cliff or not, but I refuse to not do it because he taunts me and tells me to do it. I'm not brave enough, so...
Yeah, it's funny, you don't actually have to jump down the cliff.
Yeah.
I've seen some people avoid it. They like didn't pick up
ちゃんと空の敵は上から画面中央に来るんですね。
And there's like arrows pointing down, so
Yeah, yeah.
There's only so much you can do to teach.
Yeah. Well, I mean, eventually they will have to.
なるほど。ターン終了時と敵を倒した時に AP が回復するというシステムみたいで、今も実際すごい敵を倒した時に体力回復しましたね。体力じゃなくて AP ですか。まあ、だから、割と基本的に通常攻撃というか、ただの攻撃は選ばずに、毎回スキルを使っていって、ターン終了時とかに回復するので、ガンガン使っていくという感じになりそうですね、これは。
Good luck on the run, though, Wolf. P.S. Tyler, did you get a haircut?
I did.
Oh, maybe it's not
A few days ago.
Anonymous. This is more like a mystery than something
Yeah,
anonymous.
you should send us more donations and we
こ
can
れ
try to
パーセントなのも面白いですよね。
or maybe
一回使うと、
Get suplex.
Oh yeah, so suplex. Obviously it's just the best move in the game, objectively.
いくら
You just suplex everything.
レベルが上がろうと、全体的な打てる回数が変わるわけではないと。
Not recently enough.
パーセントな
I
の
can
で
think of his
AP が。
Macho Man Savage, Randy Savage or
He probably won't kill Kellen. I'm just gonna YOLO. Oh, or you can just paralyze people. Nice crit. Nice crit again. So we're gonna heal up before this fight because we are about to fight like 3 jerk birds. Or is it 4 jerk birds?
3.
It's 3.
It's 3. Yeah. So we can kill. The good news is we can kill them all in one hit. The bad news is they can kill us first. So let's find out.
Look at that jerk bird.
Yeah.
Just like slowly flying.
Let's show him who's boss. Let's just show him who's boss.
This fight was brutal in playtesting, just as a developer, because the first time I came across it, I didn't know it was there.
Right. Yeah.
Low HP, no AP, just got destroyed.
I think we nerfed these quite a bit from the first beta, because I remember when this game was in beta back in 2016, a lot of testers were saying how difficult the woods were, so we definitely really tried to have a smooth difficulty curve and it to feel natural and
ハンド
balanced.
テールはなかったと思います。
Like on that fight, if you haven't learned Flare yet, which we just learned Flare in that fight, so you're definitely not guaranteed, and like you haven't figured out that
一応、進行よりも早く進んでしまった場合に、時間が余った時に、
like I am right now,
バックアップとしてやるゲームもいくつか候補が上がるんですけど、その中にもアンダーテールはなかったので、アンダーテールはないと思いますね、今回は。
this is fine.
She's not the worst
Don't worry about it.
attacker in the world of RPG
And at
mages,
this
so-
point, I mean, she's better than the 4th character auto attacking.
That's true.
Shots fired before he even joins the party. Yeah, so 4th character is interesting. He is Tyler's favorite character.
Right.
That chest has 1 gold piece in it, so we're going to ignore it.
It's a little bit of a troll, but
A little bit. It has 1 gold piece. It's
That
literally.
gold piece is going to be lonely, man.
Look, if it wanted to not be lonely, it should have found the front.
So you would have gone for 2 gold pieces, is what you're saying?
Possibly. The gold route in this game is pretty tight. But, yeah, so this is 3 wolves. That's fine. Paralyze the mage that I'm not using spells with. You won't. Oh, it didn't.
so as you watch the run, the wolf will be exploiting a lot of enemy weaknesses. I like to think this game sort of plays out a little bit like Pokemon, and Tim was actually the guy who sort of devised all the battle scenarios, and so as you notice, like certain types of enemies are weak to certain types of magic. You'll see a lot more of that in the next dungeon when we start seeing ghost-type enemies.
Yeah, ghosts are mean.
There is a quick question from chat, which
Okay.
is why do enemies seem to survive with 0 HP?
They have like 1.
Yeah, just the bar's really small,
Okay.
I guess.
They have a pixel and it's just, you can't see it because it's invisible. I don't know. So yeah, so this is the second-ish boss. I guess it's technically not a boss because you can see its HP bar, but it's basically a boss. Our strategy for this is we're just going to go all in and we're going to hope he doesn't kill us. So it's a pretty top-tier strategy, I think. Oh, we set him on fire. Nice. So that'll do. So we might 2-round. So we should 2-round him here, which is fantastic. Yeah, because otherwise we'd be healing next turn. And we don't want to
Cool.
heal. That sounds slow.
戦闘中のドットのアニメーションかっこいいですね。
Oh god, he's not gonna die. YOLO.
毒が毒々しくて、
Got it.
Easy every time.
There you go.
Oh,
早めに毒消し使ってあげたくなりますね、あれは。
well, yeah. So, it's okay though. I have a better strategy for the next boss. Tyler, don't tell me I'm lying.
We won't spoil it.
Don't tell them I'm lying.
So, he just got a mushroom to bring back to this crazy witch.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
there's mist in this woods, as you can see from the overlay, and somewhere else in the woods it's extremely foggy, and so this mushroom is key to getting past that point.
Yeah, this crazy witch in the woods is going to use the mushroom to make us a stew that will let us see through the fog, and this sounds like a trap. Why are we doing this?
Yeah,
Like, why are we trusting the mage in the woods?
and she gives you a fork to eat it, which I always found pretty funny.
Yeah.
Right, considering they don't have it,
Yeah, that's true.
who's got the fork?
Yeah.
Let's hear from chat who actually has
ちょっ
it.
と泣いた。涙上に
It's
立っ
probably a
た
good。time to shout
と
out
ても
to
可愛い
the
です
other
ね。
devs that aren't here today. Tyler, Darren, Josh Garlitz, and Luke Watchholtz, the other developers of Shadows of Adam,
まあ多分、
had invaluable contributions, but
魔女
couldn't make it
の
here
人ですかね。
for-
魔女のおばさんか何かに
Programmers,
薬の材料を持っていたけど、
story writer.
奪われてしまったので、それを取り返しに行って、薬を作ってもらって、なんか飲んだみたいな感じです
Just
かね
so。chat
雰囲気と
knows
しては。
which one of them was responsible for ASCII mode.
That was Tyler Darren.
Oh, okay.
And that was
Yeah.
actually
いや、可愛いです
Tyler,
ね。
not
yeah,
the
the other
Tyler
Ty.
who's
I'm
here.
お
Tyler. He's Ty.
寝袋が、
Ty, we
なん
call
か、普通のベッドみたいです
he,
ね。
I think he added like a week before the game came out, and no one knew about it. And when Doughwolf was submitting this, I said, "Hey man, let me tell you about this ASCII mode. Maybe a good donation incentive." So glad we got to see a little bit of it.
Okay, so there's a big question that's coming up a lot in chat about suplexes and certain locomotives.
Oh,
All
I mean-
I'm gonna say is we may have reached a donation incentive for a certain boss made of slime
Right.
that may or may not be a train.
Yeah, I will not comment about how off the rails that fight may be.
Top pun.
yeah.
Top pun.
If we spoiled it, it might become a train wreck.
Oh, round of applause. Points for that, man.
Where's Broset? Why is Broset not here yet so we can join this? Or is he here and I just haven't seen him yet? He's coming. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is like a
Alas.
little bit of an homage to FF4, that
ちょっ
campfire
と自分
scene.
英語わからない
A little bit of
人なの
Chrono
で
Trigger too, the campfire, the
わかんないですけ
iconic
ど、多分
campfire scene.
ドネートか
Tim
なん
did a
か
great job with
で
the little,
何かしら起き
like,
たんでしょう。
fire overlays, and I just love the framing of that scene. I've always been a big fan.
Right. Reminds me of the concept art of Chrono Trigger and the just that blue and yellow fire scene they have.
Yeah, it's really, really nice.
Yeah. So the one nice thing about the status effects is that they are programmed so that like only one of them can use roar. So if we have like this, like Curtis just resisted the paralyzed, and now we just like get to kill
キャンプファイヤーというか、
They're defenseless.
野営するときに焚き火囲んで何かしらのイベントがある RPG 多いですけど、なかなかあれはいい演出ですよね。
So let's save the game.
こ
Yeah,
う、
like
絆
you
を感じられるという
save
か、
anywhere in our game, which is
これ
one of
が
the
こう
convenience
後
things
半
we tried to add.
終盤に思い出すみたいな感じ
But
の、
the
も
save
しくは
point
終盤で同じような
is
シーンが
kind of
あ
a
ったときに
fourth-wall-breaking way of us
思い出すの
telling
が
you,
い
hey,
い
there's
ですよね、
probably
演出として。
elves coming up.
Yeah, and so Stave also like acts like he's a person, which is like kind of weird and interesting. Like, so I think there was a story behind that, or maybe a story behind that.
Maybe. The thing is that nobody who's developed this game actually knows who or what save is.
Yeah.
So the mystery is as big to us as it is to anyone else.
Well, if anyone wants to write some fan fiction, we'd love to see it.
Yeah. So
Careful what
こ
you
の
are asking.
肌が浅黒く
so that
て、
fight right there was
刀傷がある人、文句というか、格闘家的なキャラなのかと思ったら、空中浮遊してるので、こう、僧侶タイプというか、仙人タイプのキャラなんですかね、これ。
So this guy is a boss. He's the headhunter, and our strategy for him is so actually Tyler messaged me on Discord like earlier in the week. He was like, so you do have a better strategy for the elite headhunter than just going all in, because that's what your notes say, right? And I'm like, no.
なかなか、
So
ここに来て強そうなボスが来ました
yeah,
ね。
so like much like the shroom, we really would like to set him on fire.
That's like the worst possible first round, too.
Yeah. So I cheer up, and I really hope he doesn't kill Azrael before I get a turn. Is what I'm gonna do here. He might, but I have 2 revives. Oh, I have 3 revives now. So like, I can do like 3 mistakes, and I'm fine.
Unless it's all 3 at once.
Nice crit, but we dodged the second one, so we're fine. And we
burn.
set him
Boss
on
とかは多分
fire. Okay, so this is
体力わからないですね、
yes,
秋山
only
君。
1600 HP. We're doing like a ton of damage around, and now he's also on fire. Yeah, we'll do that.
And, you know, Tim talked about how there's a lot of stat effects that the enemies inflict on you. You have the ability to inflict a lot of stat effects on the enemies back, and they're actually quite useful. Burn, I think, inflicts 10% of max HP damage every round, so it's quite significant.
Yeah, so he's gonna die in like 1
お
minute.
ー、
There
で
we
も
go.
多分体
Later
力、
when you get the
残り
fourth
体力量で
I love what Doughwolf
わ
does
からないけど、ゾッと変わるんですね、きっ
that
と。
has a very high chance of inflicting stat
I mean,
effects.
the character does admittedly have the objectively best move in
グラ
the
フィッ
game.
ク変わるのは
so
いいですね。
he's not the worst thing in the world. But yes, I guess we can talk more about him when he actually joins the party.
Right, probably 30 minutes away from it. 40 or 20?
Not even. Like, I don't know, 15, 20, 15, somewhere in that range.
Tim,
I
how
don't
do,
know.
how do we do this?
かな
Was
り
it just like
でかい
three
ですね、
overlays?
城が。
Yeah, it's parallax scrolling, so.
Yeah, it was like 3 different overlays, like the castle, its own thing, and then the foreground, and then maybe the sky.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Foreground, castle, mountain, sky.
there you go.
I have $5 from an anonymous donor who says, The moment ASCII mode ended, I was smitten by the art in this game.
Wonderful.
Donating to try for that Steam key, but also because my dad has bipolar and my mom has
もう
Alzheimer's.
ブレスオブザワイル
So
ド、
mental health
崖から見下ろせばブレスオブザワイルドですね。
Keep up the good work.
あのゲームが素晴らしすぎて。
Thank you so much for that donation.
And I have $100 donation. This is where you applaud people. That says, roo roo roo, roo roo, roo 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 roo. Translation: why is Dole on my TV? Dog Mac.
Thank you so much. So that's one of 2 people who that could be. So thank you.
So Dole is doing now is he's setting up a side quest, which is
まあ、ドネーションメッセージで日本
some really great
語というか人間の言葉ではないものが送られてきましたね。 翻訳されましたが。
The side quest is part of the DLC content of the game, which essentially makes up the main game, I would say.
Yeah.
I just shopped without saving it, but I didn't screw it up. So shopping in this game is like the most riskiest part of the run because we are on a super tight gold route, and
Did you need to get the armor there?
No, we do not get. We don't buy armor here.
Okay.
Which is it's just gonna make this game a little more risky. Whatever.
Yeah,
YOLO. Yeah. So we need to not buy armor, so we can buy shurikens because shurikens are cool.
Much cooler than armor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Who needs clothes when you have shurikens?
Yeah, like shurikens are gonna be saved for a very particular boss who's weak to shurikens.
この店の
You only get 2 of them.
右側にいる
3, so we gotta buy one. They're
I'm
like
fairly sure there's a fashion design.
女の子というかピンク色の髪の女の子、あれ直接耳が入ってるんだったらこのゲーム獣人とかいるっぽい雰囲気ですね。
That sounds like
金髪リケンというかすごいいかついっぽい表現ですね。
It is an idea.
Sounds painful.
That you are welcome to wear yourself.
Let's play good idea, bad idea.
So yes, we did just pick up a second Max Revive, which is a fantastic item because it sells for 1,250 gold, which is just an insane amount of money for this point in the game. And we're not going to need it now, but we are going to need that money soonish. We're going to probably sell them now, though, I think. Yeah, we can sell them now. So yeah, so we're giving a tutorial about how this little DLC area works. So basically we can warp here from any save point in the game, which is convenient because there are DLC shops in here that we can buy really overpowered items from. Yeah, so there's a shop. So there's 4 shops named after 4 of the developers. Luke got all the powerful trinkets. Tim got all the vegetables, which are super OP, and the Tylers combined got nothing. They just got nothing.
Yeah, I think this one might be after Ty, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was definitely after Ty. Yes. So we'll just buy a shuriken.
手裏剣買ってましたね。
Yay! We just sold the most powerful healing item in the game for a shuriken. Good trade. Good trade.
And basically, what he picked up in this place is what's called a reliquary, and basically it allows you to equip 3 artifacts into 1. So he's going to be using that to stack 3 artifacts later, and later he's going to be using a recently discovered glitch which allows him to duplicate it.
Yeah.
which
So
we'll talk about later.
yeah. So also, in addition to just letting me combine 3 artifacts into 1, it just also gives me plus 20 attack as a base, which is just an absurd amount of attack for this point in the game. So we really like picking that up. It's gonna let us hopefully 2-cycle the next boss.
この驚いたアニメーションが可愛いですね。
Mediocre. Well, if we have bad luck on that boss, sometimes we wind up having really good luck instead.
And maybe we'll see the upside down glitch.
Oh yeah, so either we're gonna 1 round kill the boss, or we're gonna get a glitch. So win-win. So yeah, so I don't know. There's a bit more stuff to pick up. We're gonna pick up a lit badge up here because otherwise there is literally no way for Azrael to survive one of the boss's attacks that's coming up. So we definitely want to get that. And
Right. And if your characters aren't lit, then what are you doing?
There you go.
Thank you.
Tim Limdorf, everyone. So I remember this particular scene being, for whatever reason, like a big roadblock to the development of the game. Remember it taking a while to get the timing right, the placement of the sprites. Our scriptwriter Luke would write the scripts and give minimal direction.
なかなか柄が悪そうな人たちを驚かしますね、さっきから。
Usually me or Luke and sometimes Tim would, while we were making these scenes, would have to sort of place things and get the timings right. It was a lot of fun, and usually if there was something missing, like Tim would whip up a quick sprite animation like this guy is all bloodied and kind of visually tell a story.
Yeah, this is like one of the only scenes I did in the game.
All right, you did this scene.
なんかテスカみたいなキャラクターが来ましたね。
Or most of
I
it.
think I
You
did
might
the
have
very
did-
end,
I
yeah.
think you did half of it.
Remember the end of the scene being tricky to
BGM は相まってうさんくさいですよね、ブロック。
Yeah. So just to give a plot update, so we're actually here in search of the fourth party member because you can't have 3-member parties. You gotta have a 4-member party. And so we're trying to track him down at a gambling den. And the gambling den got busted by the
高笑い来ました、高笑い。
and we used magic to get out. And so this guy really wants to be a mage when he grows up. And also he doesn't think he's grown up yet. So he's gonna be chasing after us a little bit, but he's not a threat. He's worthless. He's kind of garbage.
Noah, did you equip that new armor?
I have not done my equips yet. Thank you for no, I actually equipped the armor.
Oh no, the
apparently,
weapons.
but I need to do everything else.
Yeah, the weapons.
So yeah, so that will do that.
So
I
it's
also
me.
need to use the rest of my juices. So that will just barely push me to the point where it is a damage roll for if I can one-turn this boss, assuming I don't miss. Which is like a lot of assumptions. But so these are Zach and Nick, who like they immediately reminded me of like Salt and Pepper from Chrono
この
Cross.
ゲームが
But yeah,
発売2017年2月24日なので、ちょうど1年とちょっとぐらい前ですか。このゲームが2017年に使えてるわけですから。すごいですね。
Which I actually got from the Lord of the Flies book, where they had Sam and Eric, the two twin boys, and they were just referred as one entity. And I thought that was quite common.
Cool. I actually didn't know that. So yeah, so Nick is weak to lightning and is significantly less HP. So we're gonna hope this murders him, or that they at least don't murder us. Okay. So we hit him with the first attack. That's a good sign. This might do it. Those are good damage rolls. We got him. Okay.
All right.
So no upside down sprites, but we did get the quick kill, so that's really cool. So if we didn't get that quick kill, he's gonna start healing himself and maybe start trying to kill us, and just really inconvenient. So good to get the quick kill.
And these guys have a mechanic where when the other dies, they kind of have like a desperation move. And so as you fight these guys more in the game, that desperation move will evolve to be a little more deadly.
Yeah, and right here his desperation move is to cast attack up, which in a damage race you don't really want to cast attack up, because you're just gonna die before you ever get to attack again. But yeah, eventually, oh god, we're gonna have some fun with those abilities, with those
回収するんでしょうかね、あの宝箱は。
So this next dungeon coming
あ、
up
回収はしない。
one I'm particularly proud of. I believe Tim designed all of it, right?
Right.
And we've always tried to do a thing where we teach mechanics through showing you without having to use tutorials. So like this little cutscene has some lore tidbits, but it's mainly to show you the basic mechanic. And it's just a simple lock and key mechanic, but it's been themed to fit the vibe of the dungeon, which is this wind tower full of magic. So as he's going to shoot a lightning bolt, and the wind currents are going to dissipate. So that's sort of the basic mechanic. And there's another one you'll see pretty soon. Yeah, this is basically a tower that's Cal and the fourth party member went to, but no one ever returns from, so we're a little worried about him.
who cares? He's Talon.
And Joe was about to show off how undead monsters are weak to chakra elements.
Yep, so they just explode, which is really nice because nothing else kills them. So it very much becomes the Pokemon thing. Except you have to hit them with the right ability.
この
So essentially,
竜巻で移動するときは毎回あの顔になるんですかね。
Right. Skeletons are a little more forgiving, but the ghostier they get, the less forgiving they
Yeah,
get.
you can't even hit them with physicals, I think, right?
Right.
yeah.
That's the kind of the new mechanic of this.
ハーピー、古き良きハー
That's
ピーって
another
感じ
way
です
we
ね。
teach people not to spam attack. First dungeon it was they counter and evade. This one is you can't damage them. But luckily, because your AP is constantly regenerating, you're not hoarding mana to the end of the dungeon, which is something I think kind of gave our game a little bit of a unique twist. A lot of RPGs, you tend to hoard all your mana for the final boss of the dungeon. And this game, we kind of just say, use it, go, suplex.
Yeah, abilities are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody likes not being able to use abilities in
Right.
battles.
Right. Encouraging fun. That was one of the main goals of the game in terms of design.
Yeah, so these guys are kind of like Metal Slime. They have 10 HP, take no damage from normal
違う、
attacks.
結構この
G-Wave just
方に入ってから
G-Wave in general, chakra attacks in general are just kind of OP. Which
割とノーダメージというか、
It's very useful in this
一旦先行で殺しきってますね、こいつ。
And they're weak to
Yeah,
chakra.
yeah. Here's the ghost guy, like they were saying earlier, like no effect, and explode.
Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon. Yeah, basically chakra is like psychic, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever
Yeah.
ghosts are weak to. Dark, psychic, something like that.
Yeah, so this is a little semi-secret area that just gives us a nice weapon. So it costs us basically no time. So weapons are nice. I should probably heal. Be a good idea.
And all Bazzy's rods not only raise your attack, but also raise your magic power. So that's gonna be very useful later on.
So those little wizard guys are kind of scary if I don't explode them, but thankfully I can just explode them with one flare.
Yeah.
There's a bonus battle off to the left, and there's like a lit rune in that chest. I don't
think so. Yeah.
which I guess is kind of useful for the boss that's coming up.
Maybe for more casual players.
Yeah, but it's time.
よくある
We don't have time for that.
塔のところどころにあるヒスタリを起動させて
So
妨害してい
yeah,
る
so we've just basically hit the major
風みたいなのを止めていって
figuring out our way to get to that lock so we could flip one of the
先に進んでいくみたいなタイプの
locks over.
ダンジョンっぽいですね、これは。
Now that's done with, we just sort of run the rest of the way through the dungeon. This is going really well so far. We haven't died yet.
Yeah, it's been great.
No one's lost any XP yet. Don't do any bonus
Famous
battles.
last word.
Just wait till Zack and Nick 3.
Oh god, let's not talk about Zack and Nick 3 until Zack and Nick 3.
This is another cutscene kind of break from the dungeoning. We try to make sure it's not too much straight gameplay, because that can get a little tedious without a little bit of plot. So it kind of slows the pace down a little bit.
I have a $30 donation from Bosk. Says,
Hey,
good luck,
Bosk.
Dolwolf. You got this. Thanks to Tyler and Tim for the great commentary as well, for making an awesome game. Sad I couldn't make it, but you guys are getting to show off Shadows of Adam. This donation is split evenly between Dolwolf, Tyler, and Tim's choices of donation incentive.
Yeah, yeah. Boss is another one of the players of this game. So he runs like the first hour of the game because 3 hours is a little long.
Yeah, he was also one of our beta testers for the DLC. Really helpful and just an overall really nice guy.
I almost thought Agile was gonna die right there. If you're wondering why I'm like. Right
この技強いですね、この
What can we pick for
なん
donation?
たらウェーブとかいう技。あ
Yeah,
ん
no.
There's quite a
あれさえ打てば
We'll say that
ヤホーリ
you
レ
can come take a look when we're done.
Sounds like a plan.
A lot. Speaking, I can even tell you some of the stuff that's coming up if you want.
Okay.
We have
いや強すぎる。
the next run is actually Breath of Fire. So there's the naming.
このゲーム適当せば
which is
AP が回復してしまうので永遠に打てる。
Didn't somebody donate 200 or something for
Oh, yeah.
PJ to be the name?
Yeah, the
Yes.
PJ donated
Why
200.
don't we add on to that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
I'm
no,
good
let's
with that.
join
So we
the
want to
P-
name
yeah,
PJ Ryan.
let's do this. Let's
Yeah.
Alright.
yeah, let's
Thank
Right,
you,
yeah.
PJ. Okay,
We'll do that.
that sounds
Right,
good.
so thank you, Andrew, and thanks
PJ,
again,
whatever
PJ.
you have done, dude, what have you done? You've cursed all three of those runners.
So, so we've just
悪
got
そうな
our
ドラゴンを
character in
復活させたか呼び出したかなんか
and,
ですかね
as。it's been discussed earlier,
いやでも
he's almost useless, but he's actually
これを人は召喚した人ではな
not
くこれを止めようと
another fight.
してた人なんですかね。
He
一緒に戦っている
has
ことは。
poison ship, which has like a 75% chance
Ooh, that's
to poison the boss.
Yeah.
So now he's made himself so now he's made himself invulnerable. Talon's been on fire for me this past week, and I guess what am I doing? That's what I'm doing. So I guess I don't know. Maybe I've burned too much luck, but
Thinking
you know what?
salty about being called useless.
You know what,
He's like, I'll
Talon?
show you useless.
No, you were in my PB. Talon was the MVP of that run, so maybe he's just got it in him to be the MVP again. What am I doing? That's what I'm doing.
Right, and for what it's worth, he's not actually useless. It's just during the speed run, there's just not enough time to invest in making him a good character.
Yeah, he needs a lot of bonus items in order to
Unlock his true
Yeah.
potential.
He's a great support character, though, which you're going to see later. About halfway through the run, Dolph's going to be making Talon into a great support character.
yeah. So we got the poison this time. I'm gonna pick a card. Pick a card has like a
このカードの攻撃は多分
That's the worst.
really
ランダムですかね。
So lightning is usually one like this rare effect.
カードをめくっ
It does
て
an enormous amount of
引い
damage.
たとか表になった時に出た
Again, Talon.
柄によって効果が変わるみたいなタイプの。
So I'd like to call you back to about 2-3 minutes ago when you said, "Man, this is going really, really well."
何
Look, you can look. You say I brought this on myself. I say Talon brought this on me. That's what I'm going with. So
This
you
only
know,
happened when he showed up.
yeah, we actually everything was perfect until talent.
Oh, you got the burn.
Oh, we got
グ
actually.
ラフィックが変わったので、もう
That
体
might
力
make up for
残り少なそうですね。
I'm running out of. I think I'm out of attacks though. So we're gonna try to re-up poison, and then he's go invulnerable
多
again.
分 C フターですね、
If I
これ
timed
は。
this right. I did time this right, sweet. So with him being set on fire, he might
いいですね。
die right there. That was okay. So Azriel is picking up the slack here with all these burn procs.
Yeah, she's done good.
But,
Yeah, Delwolf has memorized the attack pattern of that boss, which operates on a 4-round timer, I believe.
Yep, 4 rounds.
He makes himself immune, and then the
多分
next
あの
round,
右と左に
charges up for
竜が出てきて、
That's why he got the lit badge earlier, which
幽霊
if
というか、
if
そうだ
it wasn't on
霊が
Azriel
でき
at
て、
that
で、
level,
あの
he'd be in the damage range to get
霊
killed.
体のおっさんみたいなのができてる。あのおっさんが多分、
telling me earlier, like, you specifically
英雄の
target
オラジオですよ
so
ね。
that
主人公たちの
he can
父親であ
access
る。
the AoE healing skill.
さっき幼少期の時に、
But you didn't
なん
make
か
sure
洞
you
窟
had
で
60
岩石が落ちてきて
hit
る、
one
なんか
shot.
女の子を助け出した、あの、
And the
男もあの、
casual play
おっさんでしたからね。
most of the battles in
多分あれが英雄オラジオで
the
しょ
game。 would be good. Like one level higher, she'd
Well, you do
barely-
also, yeah, you got that, and there's also a side dungeon that we just completely ignored.
Right.
So if you did that too, like, she'll have another maybe 2 levels under her belt, and like then you're good.
Right. But for DLC and New Game Plus, you can play through the entire game and every enemy gets buffed, but you keep your old inventory. And so when people were testing that boss, his ability to do that AoE attack just wiped the entire
Yeah.
party.
Yeah, so we had to nerf
Yeah.
that.
プレイから
It was like you couldn't
45
survive
分。
unless you had 4 lit badges.
RT でもプレイから45分経って、ようやく
Insane.
Nice.
Yeah.
パーティー4人が揃ったって感じですかね、これで
No,
は。
I know, I thought,
As you
I thought
can
we
eat-
should just leave it in as part of the strategy.
Yeah, I mean, you can easily get 2 lit badges.
It's true. It's advanced.
この
challenge run.
Yeah,
今
like,
流れている音楽
finally,
いいですね。
easy. Yeah, no, this is
哀愁があ
fine.
って
It's not like you don't know it's coming.
哀愁
It's true. Because you already beat the game once.
お、この高箱、回避も回収する
This。chest we ignored earlier has our second shuriken. So we're 2/3 of the way to beating the boss who's weak against shurikens. You're welcome to guess what that boss might be like. Not gonna spoil it.
I'll give you a hint.
Is it a
Final-
train?
No. Think Final
宮友
Fantasy
ですね。
1.
Speaking of shurikens, I have a $5 donation from Otaku Tom. It says, personally, I think a shuriken chainmail would look sharp.
I think he's on point.
He cut me with that
Yes,
sharp
more
blade.
puns. I love the art in this game. I wish I'd known about it when the
あ
Kickstarter.
またうさんくさい BGM 来ましたね。
Thank you to everyone involved in running the marathon. I personally am bipolar, and it brings a smile to my face to see how generous everyone is during the marathon. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you for your donation and your fantastic pun, Tom.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, so right here, Melville is berating the guards because he's looking for our mage because he wants to be magical too. And it's like, how can you not find her? She sparkles because it's just a magical girl. Magical girls sparkle. And it's just like,
Yeah.
dude.
I like how we named the guards Soldier A and Soldier B, which was kind of a tongue-in-cheek way to pay homage to like the old classics. Where I always liked when the NPCs at like the castle all said literally the same exact dialogue. That's like a real hallmark of the
The
retro
king
stuff.
is just ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
The king is expecting you. Or when you're not expecting, you're not supposed to be there. Who are you? You're not supposed to be here.
yeah,
All right,
so-
hardest skip in the game.
yeah,
then,
hardest
Phil.
skip in the game. We gotta. It's the clumpy foot skip because unfortunately our main character walks boldly, so we have to learn how to be stealthy. But no, I don't want to learn.
Nice. Make sure to save.
Yeah, as soon as I buy my grenades, I'll save.
Yeah, Dolph's gonna do this sneaking section, and
I am bad at stealth.
Yeah.
Let's not mince
well,
words.
you get counted. You have a counter that keeps track of how many times you're caught by the guards, and if you successfully get through the dungeon without getting caught once, you get a really nice item.
Depending if you talk to the NPC,
That's true.
which is extremely missable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen streams of people that just like assume the treasure chest in the other room is the reward.
Right. Yeah, so make sure when you're playing this game to talk to the not the captain first, but he's got a little lackey next to him.
You're playing an RPG. Talk to everyone.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Also, so we've learned cheer up ability on our main character, which is like.
目覚ましについてようやくゆっくり行けるようになったら戦闘続きですね、ここでも。
Doesn't really use that much abilities in battle, so okay, you got this down. Lightning or death? I know you have it in you. Fire is fine. Take that.
さっきドラゴンには雷
So
の
yeah, so it's just
3
nice
だ
to
な、
have
3、多分レベル3か、なんか3段階目の、多分数字が強い方が強いんでしょうけど。
Yeah, how pick a card works basically is it has 4 outcomes. It can do fire card, ice card, lightning card, and wraith
ドラゴンに弾かれてましたから、属性が重要なんですかね、これ。多分、敵に対して。
status effect, and lightning is a really strong single target, which unfortunately got on the thunder dragon, which did no damage. But if he gets it later in the run, it's usually pretty awesome.
Yeah, it usually one-shots things that aren't immune to lightning.
And the cards all have like I mentioned earlier.
見張り。
chances
あ、
of proc
早速見つかっていく。
effects. Oh,
And I got good thing I saved like 5 seconds ago.
ロード、ちゃんとセーブしていたので、
has
セ
to
ーフ。
set.
いつでもセーブできるんですね、これ。
Depends on not getting
こんな中でも。
There we go.
これいつでもセーブできるのはなんかスクール性っぽいですね、雰囲気が。
Shout outs to Luke for making such a I love
Sorry.
プレイヤー本人の声で驚かせるのやめてくださいという感じですけど、今の。これ完全にどっちまでハマってます
I
ね。
am just okay.
You got it, man.
Okay.
You got it, man. Don't
リ
walk
セッ
so
トが早すぎるのも同じですね、これ。
But I'm Kellen.
Walk without rhythm.
Right. If
Yes.
anyone else is shooting for the world record, this is how you beat it.
I think I only
Maybe,
got caught
maybe
like
save
once.
here just in case.
あ、もうちょっと
Yeah.
怖いので、もう一回手をしましたね。
Don't want to accidentally leak over one of the other saves though. Come on, there you go. Good
Yeah,
job.
Luke.
Can we give him a cardboard box to help out?
You could.
Yeah, Metal Gear.
Good.
Metal Gear.
Okay, okay. There's just one more area of them that I have to get past, and then we're done with. Okay, we're not actually
これ
done.
欲張るとダメですね。一気にかけて方すると間違いなく使わってますね、これ。
Turn.
And actually, while there isn't a cardboard box, there are some crates. However, he's found a glitch in the game that allows him to bypass
Oh yeah,
that
so
whole
we see this
scene.
guy. So he's short-sighted. and he
even
wears
though-
glasses today.
許される。
So that glitch actually I found testing, and I told Wolf immediately. And even if I wanted to fix it, there's something corrupt with the map file. So shrug.
Yeah. So
Cannot be fixed.
it actually skips a cutscene. It was
Yeah.
actually one of my favorite cutscenes
Yeah,
in
it's
the
a
game.
funny cutscene.
Unfortunately.
Speaking of corruption, I have a $25 donation from Jitatsu that just says I'm donating for those fantastic
Oh.
console crashes.
これはいいですね、多分。一番いいカード引きましたね、多分。
Nice.
ザラキ的な。
But yeah, but
バニッシュ
so we
です
just
みたい
got
な
the。death card, which is like one of the lower percent chance ones, and it just does AOE wraith damage to everything, and they just explode, and it's beautiful.
あれ、ボスでも出たら効くんですか
So
ね。
now, this is
さすがに
Shadow
効きませんかね。
is weak to everything but chakra, or is immune to everything but chakra, and we don't. By this point in the game, you're supposed to have an ability called Spirit Punch that would just destroy it. We don't have that yet, so we bought grenades because grenades work against shadows. I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't design this game; they did.
Grenades were actually Josh's idea, and they do a finite amount of damage, and they can't be dodged or be resisted, so they work against anything. So they're nice in a clutch against enemies that have either high evasion or some sort of particular immunity.
こ
He's going to be using
1レベルでも
like
痛いです
that a
ね。
lot in the run to do quick work of some pretty annoying enemies.
Okay, I'm just gonna save before I shop. There. Shopping is yeah, that's the wrong store. I don't want to buy armor.
You know what would help you go shopping?
More donations.
This anonymous donation I have with no message for $400.
Wow.
Thanks, everyone.
But it can't help you go shopping because it all goes to Nami. Haha,
400 dollars とか言ってましたね。
But thank you
Ultimately, it
so
helps
much for that
everybody.
donation.
Yeah, thanks for the donation.
400ドルって多分、
Okay, so we are coming up on
4万
why we picked up these three
と
shurikens.、
多分まあ4万5千円まではいかないんですけど、4万4千円とかそれぐらいですよ。なかなか、
It's not pirates.
なかなかの価格の寄付とございます。
Dinosaurs.
So these pirates,
Oh, it's pirates.
Oh man.
so
随
they
分
have
すぎですね、
the
この人たち。
Drunken Bash.
海
all
賊
three of them are、
海
alive.
賊、なるほど。
They can basically
なるほど。
do three superpowered auto attacks, each of which can crit. If they crit, they will just one-shot a character. It's a problem. So we're just gonna kill one of them on the first turn, and then
手
they
裏剣強いですね、今。ダメージがす
That's
ごかった
why
です
we
ね。
got all those shurikens. So yeah. So unfortunately, we're not done with the fight because they still have an ability called Drink Grog, which heals for 350, which is an insane amount of HP for this point in the game. AOE heals, and then gives them defense down, but also gives them attack up. So
Yeah.
that's scary. Hopefully we won't see that, and hopefully I didn't just jinx myself.
It's going pretty well
Famous
so
last
far.
words, man. We do have a question about the stealth section,
Yeah.
which is how come grenades are the most effective weapon in
Oh.
the stealth section?
30とかしか出せませんでしたね、今の
There's no guard
ファイ
in
ヤー
that
の
area.
位置は。
I mean, if a grenade falls in a stealth section and you killed all the enemies,
この僧侶の
did
人、
it
め
make
ちゃ
a
くちゃ強い
sound?
ですね。
That's an
よくわからん。
excellent point.
なんたらウェーブはダメージ強いですし、
Poking holes
回
in
復もできる。
game logic.
ヒーラーでありながら、
Yeah,
このダメージ量、
so
許されていいの
somehow
か。
or another, I got the fire proc. Well, not
あ、
somehow
も
or
しくはあれ
another.
ですか
So
ね。
pick a card when it
相
gets
手が
to
アンデッドの
really
場合
useful
にのみ、
fire
お
proc.
あ、さすがにボスには効かない。
Apparently they're resist wraith damage for some reason. So that was like super useful because that's a lot of extra damage on them.
Luckily, Talon has moved Poison Shiv, which does decent melee damage, but has a 100% chance to proc poison unless the monster has resistance. And I don't remember offhand if these pirates have resistance to
It's
poison.
not much if they do.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
Yeah. So Talon is making up for his earlier plays. He's doing pretty good here. We've seen no drink grog so far. There's only one of them left, and he seems to be content to buff himself.
Right.
Which I
He
am.
still thinks his
この
friends
僧侶、
are-
地球投げができますから、相当強いですね。
Yeah, that's kind of sad, really.
Alright, guys.
マイ
You
ン
know,
ド
it's
キー。
pretty good, but it's no Gen 1 Pokemon AI.
I mean, nothing is Gen 1 Pokemon AI. That's something special.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Wow, great time.
Yeah,
too.
that was... Okay, so that's a 54-minute Pirates with the fact I did the glitch. That is basically tying my best time to ever beat Pirates, so that's pretty good. Probably shouldn't say that. So yeah, so I've been going far too well so far. Let's get that duplicator. I wasn't supposed to pick that up yet. Right, already screwed up. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna also pick up this feather up here. Feather, it gives plus 10 to speed, which I don't care about, but we can sell it for like 1,000 gold. So what we're gonna do here is we want to duplicate, as Tyler said,
ああ、なるほど。
we can
あの、
duplicate
よくい
the,
る緑の帽子をかぶった人は、変装してくれるんですよね、
so
きっと。
we can
これやらっ
duplicate
ちゃ
the
う。
Knight's Mane, but first, we might as well put some stuff in it before we duplicate it. So
お、
let's put some stuff in it. Let's put this duplicator in there, and then
ギア。なる
do
ほど。
this. Let's put
武
the
器に
bandana in there.
何かスロットがあって、
So
スロットにアイテムをはめると、さらに
So now, in addition
技
to
術が
getting
伸び
plus 20
るって
attack,
い
it
う
also gives us
感じ
plus
の
5
システムなんですか
attack,
ね、きっと。
and then I went the wrong way, and then it also will just let me attack twice in a turn. That's pretty good.
Oh,
But
multi-kill.
what would be even better if we had two of them. So that's exactly what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we're about to see a new glitch that was discovered, and as developers, we sort of have this fine balance. Like we.
これは船で移動する予感がしますね。やはり。
But Dolph has done so much great
ここま
work
で
on
来て。
this run, and but we also have a responsibility to players who play the game to make sure that it's not glitchy and it's fun. So when we see a new glitch, we try to like weigh, okay, what are the benefits this could be to a run? What are the cons for a casual play? And this new glitch, I think, really has no casual side
Penalties.
effect. So, and it was such a. As soon as I found out about it, I immediately got on
No.
Discord and said, Dolph, you have to like figure out how to route
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Maxim was doing a casual playthrough. I think Maxim's stream hadn't even ended yet, and you'd already pinged
Yeah.
me about it.
Yeah, shout outs to
キャ
Max
プタ
Z.
ーですか
He
ね、き
was
っと。キャ
casually
プター
using
移り変わる
his
こと
game
に、
and really a great guy.
ちょっと画面が赤くなって、
And he found out this glitch
文章
and,
が打ち壁が上がりますけど、毎回最後は、オラジオ、ラジオ。あなたは今どこにいるの、そして何をしているのですかみたいなことが、
Huge props to him.
あの、お決まりの一文が入って、次の章が始まるんですね、これ。いい演出ですね。 お、操作キャラクターが女の子になりましたね。毎回この子、夜一人起きますね。
And here's an update on the Ryu name incentive. In third place, we have Doof with $145. In second place, we have Niv with $390. And in first place, we have PJ with $395.
Wow, $2.
Yeah, nice.
So they're $5 apart. So if you have a strong preference between Niv and PJ, go ahead and get your donations in now. Though I would be very interested to see what would happen with three runners all named PJ and the main character, and what it would do to Village's tech setup.
Hashtag Team PJ.
Team PJ.
Team PJ.
Let's get that trending on Twitter, guys. Let's go.
So yeah, so we are seeing Talon's past right here. He was a sickly child. Azriel was basically the only person who was really nice to him and played with him. And but then Azriel also starts hanging out with other people, and he doesn't take this well because he's a dude bro.
He's a little bit of a dude, bro.
Don't be like Talon. Let's go with that. don't be like.
Have you ever considered that if you were nicer to Talon, he might not be as bad?
Yeah.
Alternatively, you'll notice that Azrael just moved diagonally, which isn't something we can do. So it's proof positive that she is a witch.
Right.
And should be.
May we burn her?
Yeah.
Well, they tried in the town earlier, and we stopped them. So that train has. That ship has sailed. Let's not do that. That
Train has left the
yes,
station.
that train.
is
I am not doing. No,
straight
no.
to the bottom of the ocean.
I was gonna do
obviously.
the train has left the station. I was like, no, let's not do that. But it's too late.
You were going full steam ahead on that joke. I think that's all I got with train puns.
Sweet. Then we're safe until somebody donates.
I don't know. I think you're on track for another.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of which, I have a $20 donation from Sharky. Give us a wave, Sharky. Give us a wave. Come on. There we go. Who says this game has suplexes? Does it have trains?
No.
Keep
no
up
way.
the great work. Look, as I have said before, I will neither confirm nor deny that the secret boss we unlocked may be made of slime and some form of locomotive. Just gonna.
I would say the most frequently asked question of this game, especially when we do like conferences, we brought it to a few conferences, is, can you suplex a train? And that's pretty much.
こうどこじゃなくロックとか思い出してしまいますね。ちょっと AFX 意識しすぎですかね。
You can have it several thousand times. It's popped up in Twitch chat as well. So.
Right.
Every time there's a suplex that comes up as a question.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always that fine line of like paying homage and, you know, at first we kind of avoided. I'm not confirming or denying that we have a train in the game, but if we did, I think, you know,
Right.
it would have been after a lot of hand wringing and people insisting that we do it. No.
Right. And before he encounters this train, he may or may not ride a motorcycle over a shark.
Oh yeah.
Are you saying he may jump a shark?
That's in the next DLC, the shark boss.
Oh, that. Yeah,
neither
that's-
admitting or
ようや
confirming.
く
I see.
ゆっくりその見方につきましたね。
So anyway, so let's go to the guild. Kella just appeared for no apparent reason. Let's not worry about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm just gonna like.
あこの二人で
sell something, don't I?
パーティーになるん
So
ですね
let's。get a bit of money first. So
Don't sell the thunder
always
sword.
save before you shop. Words to live by. So let's just sell some of these old items and not the thunder sword.
すごい買ってますけど。あ、売ってる
There we go.
Yeah, so basically the game thinks that Kellen's in your party, and it's confused right now. And
いや、買ってましたね。
so
Yeah, so I'm just gonna let's remove this bandana. No, let's put. You know what? No, I like the bandana after all. Put it back in. Then I'm just gonna put the Knight's Mane on Curtis because why wouldn't I? Curtis is best character in the game. And now I have two Knight's Manes. Because yeah, because Kellen was in the party, so he can't lose his.
right, so basically the game got confused. It thinks that someone in the party has the Knight's Bane currently, but because Kellen isn't in your team right now, it ends up removing it and adding it to your inventory while keeping it on Kellen. So now he has two.
Yep. And so which means we have two. I have to actually trigger the cutscene. That would probably help before I start mashing.
Yeah, so now he has two characters with buff 25 plus to attack and two duplicators. So he's going to be doing a lot of melee
いや
damage. in this next
村というか、これ街の BGM も、こう、戦闘した時良さそうだなという BGM でいいです
So we
ね。
just have one last thing to pick up before we leave this area, which is there's
Oh.
just a hole in the middle here. I don't know how you're supposed to find that.
怪しい動きをするのってのは、やはり隠
I
し
found a lot of hidden
マッ
stuff
プ
in
とい
the
うか、
first place,
隠し
but
扉
that
が
was not one of them.
お互い分か
It's
さっ
kind
て
of
きま
fun
すね。
you saying that, Tim, because like we all had different roles in the game. So I remember we would test other people's work, and it'd be fun to like figure out, you know, where the secrets were. I remember later in the game, there's a dungeon that had a particularly hard puzzle, and I got so frustrated when testing that I went into the map editor and moved the wall to the side so I could continue the game.
Yeah, so these sunken bone
や
guys
っぱ
are
り
fun.
これアーネット特攻っぽいですね。
That was
地ウェーブって読んでいいのかどうかわからないですけど、なんちゃらウェーブが。
like not a big deal, but like occasionally I would ruin a run, but usually it's just wasting a turn. And apparently it was decided that this was like bad game design. So
Yeah.
so that was turned into just single target 95% damage, which is for the purpose of a speed run.
かなり
Actually
そうですよ。強い気がしますね。かなり。
if anybody on the enemy side attacks after that, they're just dead. But yeah, probably better than an AOE insta death.
Yeah.
Right. I just wanted to strike fear into people with that move.
Oh, my heart skipped a beat every time
Yeah,
I saw that.
I
move.
remember the
Don't you-
streams.
It was fun. It was good times. And I don't want them to come back.
So
なんとも言えないデザインの敵ができま
Since
す
this
ね
is。like kind of the first full dungeon you get with Talon in your party, this is where there's a little bit of a difficulty spike here, and the monsters are a little bulkier, and we start getting a lot
Ooh.
more status inflictions from the enemies, and
まだなんとも言えないデザインの
like
敵
ghost
が。
type enemies. So
Yeah.
we try to introduce like new mechanics in each dungeon, so it's not just getting quantitatively harder where the numbers are getting bigger, it's getting qualitatively more complex.
Yep.
Which I
But,
think
but
is-
thankfully we mitigate a lot of that by having just a double duplicator.
Yeah,
Because
that's
it's
it.
like it's stupid. It really is stupid, and I love it. Stupid is a good thing.
Stupid awesome.
Yeah, no, like a point of an RPG system is like, how do you break this? And like,
多分文句というよりは僧侶なんじゃないですかね。多分ヒールとか、
so
まあ、ある程度解説はあるんですけど、どちらかという
right.
とヒールとかを担当してるっぽいですね。あと、アンデッドに対してのダメージ技みたいな。
Death.
おー、かなり強いです
That's
ね。
actually bad because
パンダ
I
の
used
3レベル。
to
あ、
attack someone else. That was dumb for me. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so we are going to have you cheer up. We're going to have you kill, and we're going to have you revive because we don't want.
これわざわざキラセ帰らせるってことは、やっぱり、死んでる人には、
Oh, she's not going to get it.
おー、耐えますね。
She lived. She lived.
So
I'm way too excited.
Dolwolf is
死んでる人には多分経験値が入らないんですよね。わざわざ切らせたのを見ると。
He's paying really close attention to what the order of the characters is, so he kind of plotted that whole round in advance.
Yeah.
Very smart.
So in general, like Talon goes first, then Kellen, then Azrael because we gave her some speed boosts. She wouldn't otherwise, and then finally we have
この沼地はアンデッドしか出かなさそうなの
First
で
man、on
しば
campus.
らくはこのアントラウェーブを見るようになりそうです
if
ね
you。actually like don't give the speed boost, it very strangely Curtis and Azrael are in a speed tie if they're the same level, which is there's the mass damage move, yeah. So yeah, was there a reason why you put them in a speed tie, or was it just sort of like an accident, or
I think that's Josh. I'm not sure.
Incidental.
Yeah.
incidental? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think maybe in the later levels, Curtis's speed scales faster. So he gets faster towards the end, but in the mid game they have side speed. And it kind of allowed you to sort of pick who you wanted to go first with the artifacts or the speed items.
Yeah,
So it gave you a little flexibility there.
makes sense.
Yeah, so no, so it's basically going to be just smartly using different moves that inflict weaknesses on the enemies to get through it as fast as possible while kind of making sure his AP stays healthy. He's going to go on this side route right here and fight this optional battle, which is quite difficult actually. And
僧侶には見つかわない、見つかわしくないというか、刀傷が
Which doesn't sound like much,
僧侶
but
っぽく
might
な
be
さを
just
着ちゃってま
enough
せん。
to,
どちらかというとお前は格闘家だろみたいな。
that
僕
was
が
a
格闘家であり、僧侶なのかもしれませんけど。
There we go. And Talon is just going to be on point. I believe in you, Talon. I believe in
お
you.
ー、
Oh, nice.
強いですね、雷の。やっぱり、次大きい方が強そうですね。
See, when you tell him you believe in him, he does a good job, man.
Are you trying to imply something here?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, that's
If you treat,
Positive reinforcement where it is due.
if you treat people with love and respect, they'll do the same for you.
スピ
I
ード
guess
パンチ
that
みたいな
makes。sense.
体力吸ってますね。
So okay, you know what? Yeah, two for get.
なかなかギャンブラーですね。
Talon. Didn't even heal
Oh.
that. Have that much faith in you.
また引いてますよ、この人。
Nice.
What did I tell you?
That was sick.
Okay, I didn't expect. Okay, fine. Talon, you are awesome. You're not the best. That wouldn't be fair to everybody else. But you are
I
awesome.
don't know how he's gonna take that.
Look at his smug little smile, though. He knows.
He knows he's
bad.
awesome.
He knows he's bad.
No, he knows he's awesome.
Speaking of, we have $10 from Niall Barry, who says, "Of course, there's a train in this game. It runs on Steam."
Ooh, nice.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And I've had a $50 anonymous donation sitting here for a while. I really want to get this in. He says, "I just finished Shadows of Adam this morning. So it's pretty cool to see it being beaten about a third of the time it took me. But seriously, I look forward to this event each and every year, and I work as a school psychologist. Personally, I've gone through therapy for anxiety and grief for several
高
years.
級なの
It's
か
a。shame that the mental health and self-care is underlooked in American society. I hope we continue to improve our relationship and treatment of mental health. Thank you for your anonymous donation."
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
absolutely.
Yeah. So this fight is not very deadly and doesn't have anything that can like punish auto attacks. We're just gonna kind of use it to regain some AP. Because we only get that 15% boost if we end the fight, or if the fight doesn't end, I should say. So if we kill them all in one round, like we're very slowly bleeding through our AP supplies, which is bit of a problem.
So in casual play, you'll probably take the time to read these gravestones, and actually that was a Kickstarter backer tier where people kind of put witty and funny grave banter, so I find them quite amusing. We had to kind of moderate them a little bit because some were a little bit too fourth wall breaking, but we pretty much
phrases you'll only hear in game development.
結構こういうの状態異常多そうですね。
Yeah, I guess.
状態異常なんかただの継続ダメージなんかよくわかりませんけど。
Yeah.
It's true, it's true. Just a quick update. Team PJ is pulling ahead.
Nice,
Hashtag
good
Team
job,
PJ.
people.
So,
Keep it up.
$390 still for Niv, but we're at $475 for PJ.
Yeah,
Oh,
keep it
wow.
up.
Right
No
now.
mercy on the Breath of Fire runners. No mercy.
Alright, don't sell the Thunder Sword.
Will not sell the Thunder Sword.
That's my job as a reminder.
Yeah,
Right.
to remind me to not
Save.
to always save before shopping.
Yeah.
Is 100% the job. We're gonna
Just sits
sell
there
everything.
right at the top.
Yeah.
asking.
Oh, and also we need to sell the Hyether. And then you need to buy the bronze equipment. Why am I hesitating? We don't buy anything for Talon
この
because
装備ですよ、この
sorry,
マキア
like,
と大事なんですかね。
like his
氷の
he's been on point with his
装備とか
cricket cards, but he still doesn't deal any physical
そういう
damage.
タイプだったとすれ
So,
ば
no, he doesn't get a weapon. But
そう
that's
ですよ
fine.
ね。
So the gentleman on the couch may know.
前の町にはスティール、つまり鋼なところだと思うんですけど、鋼とかありましたけど、それより後半にできてアイスの方が強いのか、鋼よりみたいな。
Kudos to Dowolf
そうわからないですけど。
for conducting a great stream.
あ、それともまあ属性なんですかね。金属系の
Nice. Yeah, Josh is one of our programmers.
やつはまあ
and, me and him have been
純粋にブロンズより
like 12 years old in the RPG Maker forums, and
ゴールドとかゴールドとかより、まあ、スティールの方が強いですかね。スティールよりゴールドの方が強そうですけど。っていう装備のランク順で、それとは別に属性特攻の防具とか武器があるみたいな感じですかね。コメントとしては。
And that right there, him blasting off, that's such a Joshism. And we kind of left it in because we thought it was funny.
Yeah. So what I just bought there was 9 toxic bombs, which are they're just grenades on steroids. They're not going to be used for anything important. Don't worry about it. I am slightly short on money. We can sell a grenade. That's fine. Talon does get armor. He does get armor, so we're going to give him that. Now, and Talon's been on point. He deserves to not die.
This next battle can be a little crazy, depending on what you get from him.
Do I have Thunder Sword equipped? I do. Good. Yeah. So so we're gonna be fighting Zack and Nick 2 in a second, and it's sort of like Zack and Nick 1 on steroids. We try to kill Nick, and hopefully
お、
he doesn't make.
本日2回目の焚き火らしいんです
Yeah,
ね。
we're about to see a new monster mechanic.
本日
ability called
この
Blur, which makes
RTA
their
始まって1時間11分
and,
ですけ
I
ど、
believe
30分に1回は焚き火してください、この
counters
人た
when
ち。
he evades. So
Oh.
you might see that, and if you don't see it in this battle, you'll definitely see it in a few of the
Well,
battles.
hopefully we won't see it.
塔の前にいた2人組、怪しげな2人組ですね。
But yeah, so if he blurs himself, we're in trouble. And thankfully we have the good news is we have one way to cancel that, and the bad news is I don't think we've learned that ability yet. No, we have. Have we? We'll find out if he blurs. Yeah, have we learned taunt yet?
Yeah,
I forget.
You learned it in Wind Tower, I think.
Okay, then yeah, we have
I
it.
think you learned it at level 10.
Yeah, so taunts, but more importantly, it gets rid of blur. So thank God, 'cause that actually was not in the first version of the game, and
It's like 4 months into the game.
yeah,
Like,
it
we
was,
should probably
it was
fix
just
that.
the best quality of life edition ever. More than makes up for losing the Falcon Punch glitch. We'll talk about the Falcon Punch. Yeah, I do have it. Nice. What am I doing? Doink, 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 and lightning on Nick. You got this,
Man,
Talon.
that's a big
You
one.
got this. Lightning on Nick.
またやってますね、カード
If。that
Even
happens,
you.
that'll be insane.
まあまあまあ、みたいな感じの感じですね。
Damage. Damage.
Got
Okay, so
a $5 anonymous donation. It says, Dear devs, does this game have fishing? Thanks, Thebes.
If only.
$5.
またキックがカード選んでますね。
Go Niv.
攻めますね。
Oh, we got some competition now.
Nice. Oh, look, you got 7,777, so asking for good luck here.
ああ、ファイアのうちあんまりって感じですね。
We gotta. Okay. Well,
Well,
well, that's counter.
この、
attack right there.
滑腹のいい方
So
に
we
は
got Nick in 2
まあ
rounds,
まあ
which is
効いてます
really
から、
good.
悪
And
くは
now
ない
we're。gonna see what this guy is gonna punish us with for killing his friend.
Yeah, remember how he has a desperation attack, and he's going to do a different one this round.
To do that instead.
Right, and no fishing, but if we had maybe like 2 months of dev time, that would probably be next on the plate. Every RPG needs a fishing minigame.
And a card minigame. And a chicken racing minigame.
I agree with 2 of those, and let's not say what the
Don't forget about underwater football.
That's true.
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, how can you have a real RPG without underwater
I know.
football?
I mean, was there any real RPGs until Final Fantasy X?
I don't. No.
I don't think so. They didn't have underwater football.
That's true. It's true. $20 from French Toast, who says, shout outs to all the runners and volunteers for putting on an awesome event. Looking forward to a great week of RPG goodness from everyone. $20 for PJ Ryu. Also,
Cool,
hi,
Itai.
Bob.
この人たちが結構大変ですね、この人。
Hashtag Team PJ.
Keep it up, guys. We can do this. Just like Talon is going to land a good card. Lightning, or actually not lightning.
Fire's good.
Fire's fantastic.
No,
You set him on fire. Excellent. Well done, Talon.
お、ようやくグラフィックが変わりましたね。
Now challenge the chat. It'd be
Yeah,
awesome
that's
if we could get the 10,000 before the run's over. I think it's
It would be definitely
I
awesome.
think it's
yeah.
doable, right?
Yeah, no, definitely doable.
Got about 2 hours left in the run.
Yeah, I'm sure we could do it if we tried. Especially if people have a really strong opinion on PJ or Niv.
Or perhaps the third one.
Ooh, maybe Doof can make a comeback.
Right? All we need
Words
is like
I never thought I would say.
So we get auto healed after that, thankfully. So I'm just basically verbally reminding myself because I usually forget. So this is, I love this dungeon just in terms of, this is beautiful. There's no other word for it, and just the haunting music too. And also I can like walk in cutscenes, which is cool.
Don't hit the Vince. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, if I hit the monster there, it would have soft locked the game. So we didn't do that.
Don't try this at home, kids.
So now we're meeting brownies, who are just the literal worst. So brownies,
なんか
first of all, they
なんとも言えない
first, they start with that blur effect, and use
表現ですね、
a
この
thing called smear. He didn't this
影
time.
分身というかなんてい
Usually
う
they
か
use a smear, which is sets one of your stats decided randomly to 1. So if it sets your attack to 1, you're no longer dealing damage. If it sets your magic to 1, you're don't cast any spells. If it sets your speed to 1, don't expect to
よ
get
くあ
any
る
turns.
氷で滑る床のトラップみ
So
たい
yeah,
な
so it's just not
Trap
fun
it.
times. And
謎解きのタイプのやつですね。
yeah, we buy toxic bombs and we just destroy them. We just destroy them.
Make sure bronze sword is on.
Good call. Good call.
And that earlier, what he was doing was kind of like a cutscene skip of sorts, which wasn't intended. But if he does the glitch and then activates a random battle, it will crash the game, which would be bad.
So that was some nice crits there on these guys. So of course they cast defense up. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna cast Spirit Punch and hope it kills.
Yeah, so this dungeon it starts introducing a lot of new mechanics. You might see him pushing these orbs into these guys. That's kind of the mechanic that is introduced in this dungeon. And the monsters are all designed around sort of like inflicting status effects and kind of being tricky, like that blurred brownie guy and nerfing your stats.
Also, them being weak to lightning is just sort of a strangely recurring theme in this dungeon.
Right.
It's
Okay.
a water dungeon.
Yeah, if you know your Pokemon.
いやー、なんで走るんでしょうね。もしかしたら下に車輪がついてるかもしれないですね。
That's fine.
And everyone knows crystals are weak to suplex.
Yeah.
もしくはこ
I
の
mean, you know, you're just crushing that.
ステージ自体がなんか特殊なのかもしれませんね。この先突の床もなんかちょっと
I don't know.
Let's be
草
fair.
の下に見えてるのが不思議な模様をしてますし。
Pretty much.
Unfortunately, suplex is weak to being silenced. I don't know how you silence a suplex, but apparently,
I'd
Curtis
like
has
to
a
point out that's not on the suplex, that's on the caster of the suplex.
yeah, like
Not
I don't
the
know, like
suplex itself.
You
Well, I
can't do a suplex if you can't shout.
yeah, you gotta like yell like some
Right.
sort of
Yeah.
battle cry.
Otherwise, it's not legit.
So yeah, so this is Giant Stormbeak. He used to be scary, now he's not. So in the giant battles past that happened
またピックアップやってますよ。
several months ago.
お
He basically lost the ability to attack like 7 times in a turn.
Yeah,
結構なダメージ入りましたね。
And
即死は
so
入
yeah,
らな
so
ませんでしたけど。
went from scariest thing in the game
確かに
to
そうそう、
or
即死の呪文じゃないのかもしれ
not
ませんけど。
really scariest,
Yeah,
but
scary and casual play too. It's just a tank.
yeah, and now like we used to do the other encounter on this double, and the other encounter is also awful, but it just didn't have this axe beak. And now we just sort of murder the axe beak. Anyway, so up ahead is Brownie battle number 2. Something I didn't mention about brownies before is they can run away if they feel like it, which will happen. I think Tim was saying that they run away. What if they take damage?
If they they lose their shield and they take any damage, they'll run away the next turn.
Yeah, and they're worth 1,000 XP each, so we really don't want them to run away. So yeah, we murder them.
Nice crit.
Nice. Oh yeah, Talon's on point even when it doesn't count. So anyway, so this next puzzle is just like super tricky.
Yeah, it's a real brain buster.
So
really hard.
So we're just gonna flip the switch to the wall.
That's another one of those glitches that was found about week 1 of the release, and I guess I had the foresight to see, well, maybe this could be a running strat. It's always so challenging because those fixes are quite easy, but we always knew we wanted this game to be played by speedrunners because we're such fans ourselves. So it was another thing we kept in, and Dolph discovered somehow. How did you find that glitch out?
I found it in my first playthrough because when I play RPGs, I like super. When I'm playing casually, I like just am super aggressively trying to like press the accept button on every single thing that I think might do something. So I was just like, huh, there's a switch to the wall. I wonder if that works. Oh, it did. Sweet. Does this work for anything else? And then I started to do like, no, it doesn't.
Can we hire you to beta test our next game?
I mean, I'm not the one who found like the good glitches. I just found the ones that you had to patch.
Well, that's exactly what we need tested.
Yeah.
Quick, genuine question here. There's a lot of RPG speedruns where you'll focus fire on a character, on an enemy.
Yeah.
You don't seem to be doing a lot of focus firing. Is there an advantage to that?
I mean, I'm doing focus firing right now.
Yeah, in this one fight though, Wolf. You haven't done it in the past like 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, I can't. So, I mean, so a lot of things, I'm just trying to kill the entire fight as fast as possible. So they have various weaknesses. My characters have various abilities. So like the crystal can only be effectively killed by
Suplexing.
By suplexing. So I'll just have Curtis suplex that. Well, if there's a axe beak as my other enemy, I'll just sort of have the rest of them kill the axe beak because you know they can do lightning damage.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, it's just dividing things based on how useful they are.
Right, spreading the effectiveness to utilize the AP since it's on a limited basis.
Yeah.
And yeah, making sure every like damage point counts.
Yeah.
Essentially.
A lot of the strategy of this game was meant to. We wanted to pay homage to the classic 16-bit games, but we wanted a game that was a little less grindy, a little less slow. We call this like a JRPG for people with jobs. My friend Patrick Holloman coined that term for us. And so like all the battles are really focused on forward momentum and being quick. So like a lot of the strategies that Tim devised for the battles were based on exploiting enemy
本当になかなかずっと出てますね。
dispatching them quickly. There's actually, you learn very quickly playing defensive in this game isn't as effective as you might think. In fact, it's almost detrimental in some
Right.
instances.
So I have a $155 donation from Orlux, who says a dragony name for a dragony character, which has actually taken Niv into the lead here.
Oh my.
$550 for Niv against $475 for hashtag Team PJ. So
We can't back down from this fight, guys.
Right.
Like
Come on, Team PJ.
I was about to say that like Team Niv were being very vocal in the chat and they would have to step up, but looks like it's Team PJ has got to step up right now.
Hey, if we get the 10,000 anyway, I'll take it. I believe in
I mean,
you.
amen to that. But
We did just break 8,000,
Yeah.
so
Got it in about an hour
I
and
think
a
I
half.
heard if we get to 10,000 before this runs over, it'll give it to all Team PJ.
yes, all 10,000 will go to Team PJ. Can confirm. No, I won't.
Yeah, these statue guys are just they're just tanks. They're defense sponges.
Yeah.
And so you get a new move about this dungeon called Heartbreaker. So this is like a heavy-handed way of maybe mentioning to the player, hey, you should probably use Heartbreaker.
yeah, Spear Punch is also really good against them, but I keep forgetting to heal Curtis's AP, so very limited on how many of them I can cast. I really just need to do that after this fight. So we'll hopefully remember. Nice crit, Talon. Wow.
Oh, double up too.
Ah, so Pierce is like strong against these ones, but later
It's-
statues it's Crush.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't know what happened there.
I don't know. Yeah, we were having a discussion earlier where Tim was like, they're weak to Pierce. I'm like, it does no damage, and he's like, that's because you're not buying any weapons for Talon. I'm like, probably.
right.
But we don't have money for weapons for Talon. Like somebody had to be the bigger man and say, I'm gonna fight without a real weapon, and that was Talon. You know,
Oh.
The bigger man.
the biggest man.
Except for Big Man on
I
Campus, Curtis.
missed.
ついにこの長かったダンジョンの、滝が止まって、
This is actually a
上
pretty
くらいに
big
滑るって
difference
感じですか
from
ね。
ours that I know Essentia, when she said she played it, she got stuck on that part. There's a couple YouTube videos from some content creators that show the puzzle solutions because the Hive Mind was having trouble, and so in the first week of release,
この、よくわからない影分身をしてる敵、見てると目が痛くなってきますね。
Yeah, so this is the final brownie fight. As you can see, I no longer have the ability to deal damage outside of toxic bombs. So, yeah, toxic bombs.
Okay, so I've just been given a quick update. It turns out that with the Ryu name incentive, it will be the top 3 names that are used.
Oh.
So we're going to be inflicting PJ on one specific person, which he requested would be Ginger. So while it's all right now it will be Niv, PJ, and Doof that will be the 3 names being used.
And do we have a 4th in contention?
The 4th, the 3rd place is actually really close. Doof is
ミラージュですか。なるほど。
$145 and Genge is at $125.10. So.
All right.
So,
So just make sure PJ stays in that top 3 though, guys.
right.
Don't let it fall out.
And top 1 would still be better. You still have to show up, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Gotta bring the noise, right?
I forgot to heal his AP again repeatedly.
That's cool. This is the last random battle of the
It is. Yeah, so we're almost done with this.
こんなのなかなか長いですね。
They're being nice and not using force shield, so whatever.
I think one thing that's fun about this run is that there are a lot of forced encounters a la Mystic West, so you get to kind of see a lot of what the combat has to offer. You'll pretty much see every skill, right? Except for maybe a handful.
We use a lot of them. So like we don't use Azrael's ultimate ability because we never actually learn it.
Blur, I don't think gets used.
Well, we're gonna use Blur on the bonus boss that you know, because I mean, it's a really. I'm not saying it's a train, but maybe it's a fast-moving battle or something. You just need to keep up with the enemy that's definitely not a train.
そろそろ
I have also
ボスでしょ。
shown
この雰囲気。
that we have met the Chun-Li Easter egg in Breath of Fire as well.
Fantastic.
So if you want to put some money towards Breath of Fire, the naming incentive is currently your only option. But you can move on to things like fighting all bosses for Crusader Ascenti, the player,
ドラゴンゾンビ的なサムシングですね。
so on and so forth. So yeah.
Yeah, so strategy for this battle. So we learned double up, as we mentioned. It is the most powerful move in the game. Talon gets it, and it just lets somebody else take 2 turns.
And the second turn doesn't cost AP.
Oh,
so it's really
itai.
useful.
Yes, but I should add that it lasts for like
おー、でも回復する。
turns. So you're really getting your money's worth when you're using double up. And then the strategy for this battle is
これ読んでのこの動きなんですかね。
Spear Punch is a really powerful move. That's the strategy.
Yeah, now he's going to double up Kellen so he can get off 2 rallies, and the buffs in our game actually stack.
Multiplicatively.
Yeah, so you can stack a lot of buffs and be doing some insane damage. The boss is already weak to Chakra, which is what Spear Punch is, plus all the buffs and the double up. Curtis is be doing some serious damage.
いや、やはり、
He's already done 1400. Wow.
いや、まあ、なんか、いかにもボスですみたいな感じの雰囲気は、やはりボスですよね。
Hopefully he'll die next round because this is going really, really nicely. So just one
ちょっ
more
と
Spirit Punch away. And
飛び石をこれでもかというぐらいさらされましたし、
character's a defensive move that tells them to gain 30% AP at the end of the round instead of 15. They're sometimes useful. They also have some secondary effect like
このブラフ
Curtis, if he uses his
の
next
シーフがつけ
critical
たら
attack
どういうことかわかんないですけど、
like
ずっとバラつけるのすごいです
damage,
ね。
or
お
double,
つい
whatever
に
is
グ
bigger.
ラフィックが変わりましたね。もうちょいって感
I
じです
didn't
ね。
kill. That was strange. Gotta be super close.
Try to pick a
You know
card.
what? Pick a card. We're gonna get lightning. Talon's got
That'll
this.
be clutch. Oh, man.
Okay, that was a little unclutch. But whatever. Kellen had our back. You know, Talon. You
いや、
went off
バフ
boss.
マシマシ
You were
で、
double up. Double up was key to that boss.
かなり強かったですね。
You did solid. I'm not angry at you, I swear.
This might be a good time for donations here, too.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
で、
So
また多
I
分、
have $25 from Carlos
父親の幽霊というか、
He says, "It's time to see Fire Franco's
英雄、オラジオの幽霊みたいなのが出てくるはずですよね。
Pokemon
今までの長い言えば。
is all going towards the entire route. I have $50 from the Charlatan of Justice. says, has anybody seen my bottomless keg? Shout outs to Lee.
Oh, nice. That was one of our Kickstarter backers.
Right.
Very
and
cool.
He does have a bottomless keg in this game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not part of the speed run.
Yeah, it's a little bit out of the way in a bonus dungeon
But-
that would probably murder us if we tried.
Yeah.
$10 from Anonymous. It says, does Azrael learn Kamehameha in this run? I'm asking for a friend.
Oh, she learned some. I'm not gonna. Okay, not something better because you can't be better, but she learned something on par.
I
お
would
や
say Curtis is more of the Super Saiyan.
できませんで
You
したね
see a。little glimpse of that at the very end of the run.
This is also true, yeah.
Yeah, it's
いや、これは過去回想ですね。
Triple Delight Fantastic. He says, long time firster, time viewer donate. Moon jumps, moose rides, world records, couch devs. Is there a better way to spend Mother's Day? Oh. Well, give this $50 and undelivered box of chocolates to Nami then. Put this towards Kratos for Tales of Symphonia because Father's Day is right around the corner. And I'm now 0 for 1 on potential appreciation this
これ、オラジオ書いてますね
on。the
やはり
rest。of the run.
このドットの人、オラジオ。
Well played.
Yeah, so this cutscene is basically it's a
Kiyoshi.
premonition that Azrael got in a dream, and so it's kind of relating to what the plot is right now. She was basically sent the magical book, I don't know, psychically through a dream, and she's going to go and throw it in the valley.
Which is the correct choice. I'm just gonna put that out there. Someone shows up and just gives you a book in a dream, and the book is real.
Throw
Burn
it in the
it.
trash.
Yeah,
You throw the book away.
right.
Actually, yeah, you send it into the sun.
That's
I think
what
it's like
made
the
the,
optimum
You
choice.
fire it into space.
That's what made the first dungeon so ASCII and weird because she threw it in the valley. and
こういう夢を見た
opened
という
the
話でしたね、
dungeon,
これは
and
きっと。
So you see what you guys did?
Yeah. Also, the book is stuck now, so it's not flipping anymore. It's just
Yeah.
sort of
Lost its magic power.
no, like it's not flapping in the wind. It's just got the page eternally stuck up. That's more creepy.
Trust me, there's like deep lore implications for that.
Right.
Just can't get into it. It would
Go
take-
on.
It would take me
We're-
hours.
We're still looking for the fanfic on that one too.
Yeah.
Guys are just asking for trouble.
あのおっちゃんが一応、この女の子を助けてくれた人であり、まあ、養子として、つまりあのおっちゃんの娘になった人で、まあ、英雄でもあるオラジオさんですよね。このオラジオ
Yeah,
さんの
so none of the super
が
trustworthy
今
ghosts.
現在失踪しているけど、
Anyway,
こ
so
の
we
人
gotta
が
go
残
back
し
to
て
the guild
くれた謎
because
を
we
解き明かすことで、今現在世界に迫っている、もう一度迫ろうとしている闇と世界が滅びるかもしれないみたいな感じの、あと、大いなる秘密みたいなのが明かされるみたいな感じのストーリーですよ。まあ、英語というか、まあ、そもそもボタン連打で、多分日本語だとしても半分ぐらいしかわかんないと思うんですけど、今現在、どこまで進んでるのかよくわかってないですけど。
Right. And the crit rate's gonna become in handy at the
Yeah,
other end.
yeah, because 30% is nice, but you can always be bigger. I feel like I'm forgetting. I know what I'm forgetting. That's spinach juice. Oh, I also know what I'm actually forgetting.
Your
Oh.
ちょっと何か忘れてたっぽいですね。頑張りましたね。
I do not have my notes in front of me. Yes, but I forgot to purchase
M shurikens.
my M shurikens
Yeah,
that I
that's
need for the next fight. So M shurikens are like shurikens, only more more
手
M.
裏剣を
So they
More
just do
magnificent.
ありがいの
magnificent. So we just
More
buy 6
magical.
of them. We sell a high.
全てを叩いて買いましたね。
You need to sell something else. I'm like 3 gold short somehow. How's that? Perfect. And then we need to buy 2 spinaches and 2 apples. And those are like the.
Na ka na
they're like
ka
rally, but for ones
わかりましたね。野菜が
So we're gonna need them for some of the later bosses.
ほうれん草
So
とリンゴ2
we should
個
also
を
probably use
買う
some
と
of
い
the
う。
juices I picked up. So let's do that now.
そうですね。このゲーム2017
We
年、
got
2017年の、Steam で実際やってるのが2017年2月24日なので、1年と少し前ですね。
coming up is
まあ、この
actually, you wanna talk about the
Yeah,
ドットとかの雰囲気はすごい、
so
ファイナルファンタ
we
ジ
like
ー6とかあの辺を意識している感じで、
This is a
すごい
very
昔の雰囲気がありますけど。
backtrack, but we kind of use this scene to sort of guide you where you need to go. We brought back the Wraithling, which was unexpectedly a fan favorite from our game. We had no idea that it would be as received as well as it is. So
right thing best.
you're gonna see a little cutscene where he's gonna interact with this gravestone and then sort of point you in the right direction. We wanted to make sure there was no point in the game where you just had vague clues or weren't sure where to go. We wanted to really reward quick progress and
このよくわからない謎の生き物は何なんでしょうね。
30 minutes after they put the kids down, or,
一番最初の魔女の
an hour after work to play and don't have 40 hours.
人から何か奪っていた気もしますし、あの謎の生き物。
Casual play. Maybe more. Probably could get up to 18 if you do all the extended content.
But you should. It's fun. So yeah, so coming up we have Zach and Nick 3, which is like Zach and Nick almost screwed up that equip, but I didn't, so we're good. So it's just the same as Zach and Nick 1 and 2, except for their weaknesses have now switched.
この謎の
obliterate.
二人組、これ3回目ですね。
Oh yeah, so
1時間33分。多分、まあ、この RTA もう少しで半分になろうとしているところで3回戦ってますから、これで。まあ、この回戦うでしょう。これ合計6回から7回戦うことになりそうですね。この2人組と。
Hopefully this turns out well.
So this would be the Zach and Nick 3 you didn't want to talk about until Zach and Nick 3?
Yes, that is what
Yeah.
this fight is. So yeah, so we're just gonna try to explode them with some nice doubled up. Wait, no, we don't double up Spear Punch because they can do an AoE Hush, which they didn't do this time, which is nice. But like, it's more stuff we're packing into the ability chain. More likely it is no crits. Come on, Kellen. Yeah, but yeah, just more likely it is that it backfires horribly, even though it'll be slightly more damage.
So you may notice Kellen got 4 hits. It's because he's got the duplicator on and double up. So basically, he gets 2 turns of attacking twice.
Nice
No
miss.
sleep.
He can blur himself all he wants because we just bought 6
ああ、
shurikens,
そうですね。
and it turns out it only takes 4 to kill him. So he is going to explode in a few seconds. But we want the counterattack to be his counterattack and not Zach's counterattack, so we kill Zach first. That is unfortunate. Let's do that, and then we'll have an M Shuriken on Nick. This fight is going disturbingly well.
Don't speak too soon.
I spoke too soon. Oh god.
Famous last word.
I didn't say it was going well, I said it was going suspiciously well. I thought I'd keep it safe.
Disturbingly
But,
well.
so we did buy an extra M Shuriken, which I am just going to use here quite possibly. I'm gonna just, I think, annihilate Nick right now, though.
He really wants to get that Hush off.
この謎の影分子みたいなグラフィック、結局何だったんでしょうね、これ。
Oh, I really thought I was gonna kill for a second there. That would have been so clutch. I'm gonna die if we don't get the first turn, and I don't think I'm gonna get the first turn. Well, let's hope we get the first turn. Nope. Okay. Okay. What?
Yeah, sometimes
But
you'll get
it-
the item off before the berserk.
おっと、
But it
これどうするんでしょう
didn't
ね。
deal damage. I'm so confused.
ちょっと経験値が
Did I lose the
しまっ
item?
た感はありますが、
So
大丈夫です
Curtis
ね。
didn't get XP for that fight, which is unfortunate, but World 1 he'll still be able
お
to
っと、
get his
久々ですね、このケフカっぽい人。
This was a really tricky scene to do, just because there's so many sprites on the screen and a lot of mayhem ensues. It was,
脆い洞窟で
but it was definitely
魔法を使ってはいけませ
challenging.
んという
The rocks
教訓ですね、これは。
the guards
落ちていきましたけど。
and I love how Malvo's just like up in the air. Very
そうなんですよ、残りますね。
Yeah.
Right. It's like the Roadrunner and they get over the cliff and look
Yeah.
down. 10 seconds later, now they drop.
That Wile E. Coyote moment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess the Roadrunner never does that.
The Roadrunner is the one that can run over air.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, why can't you do this?
仲間と離れ離れカード
But
です
yeah,
ね、
so
き
now
っ
we
と
can。learn about Curtis's past with his best friend, whose name is definitely Roan.
Definitely.
Definitely, 100%. So, Curtis lives in this city of mages who are all female, and apparently if a man learns magic, it'll be the end of the world. But that doesn't sound like a big deal. They're probably just making it up. I wouldn't believe them. So yeah, so we're gonna go, we've been called to the temple, where we've been asked to,
Talk to that guy.
Oh!
That's probably fine, to be honest.
I can deal with that.
Yeah.
I will deal with that. That is a really dumb
Yeah,
mistake. but I
there
can
was
deal
an
with it.
item the guy gives you, and if you take it, it's a 50% artifact, 50+% artifact, AP artifact. But if you leave it,
この
later
各地にあ
you
る
return
こ
this
の
dungeon, the item sort of powers up.
Yeah.
I like Chrono
Yeah,
Trigger.
it's really unfortunate that we don't get that. But
Yeah,
I can deal, so I will deal. Because I don't want to use Zack and Nick again. That's gonna be
この像みたいなや
way
つ
too safe.
各地にあるんですね、きっと。これが多分、その英雄オラジオさんと関係があるというか、これをここから何か情報を引き出しているというか、 何かするんでしょうね、きっと。
But first, we have to have one last day on the job where absolutely nothing will go wrong.
So this is now Shadows of Adam and Knuckles.
Right. Yeah, I never even realized the knuckle connection until Dolph said it, and it's totally right. It's a guy who punches and protects crystals.
12時になりましたので、ちょっと、
Nothing bad is gonna happen.
司会進行、交代したいと思います。これまで何回か、こう、助言をくださった、求人番さんが、代わりに入ってくださるので、また、そうですね、明日の早朝自分までまた喋ると思うので、またその時よろしくお願いします。じゃあ、一回切ります。お疲れ様です。
But you know, we feel indebted to Roan, so we're gonna, being the badass guy we are, we're just gonna break him out of jail. Easy.
I remember this whole scene sequence. It's like 5, 6 scenes in a row, and this was like very, very challenging to do. Especially this part where the camera
はい、
pans
交代しま
to
し
the
た。
second right, so you could see both characters and put the message box in the right spot. A lot of the boring stuff, I think, you have to do, but it can really pay off if you're patient.
Yeah.
まあ、先ほども言っていたんですが、
So we've broken him out of jail.
ドネーションの飲み会で、
Not to be called
ボーナスボスのそのキングスライムタイムと戦
Yes, he's to be
う
called Orazio.
います。はい。
So
はい。
So now we know Orazio
これ終わった後
knows magic, so I guess we
で
could
す
have probably guessed by the fact that
ね。
he's like a ghost who spawns like giant ghosts.
専用のセーブデータを
Sent
用
books
意
through
する
dreams.
みた
He
い
sends books through
で
dreams,
す。
yeah. So yeah, so now we get back to gameplay. So the first thing I need to do is I need to remember to switch Kellen's weapon to the correct weapon. So I'm going to do that first, and I'm going to keep saying that to myself until I do it. Whatever, I'm doing fine. This is going at least 70% okay. So yeah, so got that equipped. We didn't. So the Zack and Nick 3 can actually have, each of them has a 10% chance to drop a super powerful bonus weapon. But none of that happens. We just got shrapnels, which is unfortunate but normal.
So coming up, we're gonna introduce a new mechanic in this dungeon, which is a pretty classic mainstay of JRPGs. It's gonna be some minecart puzzles, and I know this is like Josh's crowning achievement of programming, and it's actually pretty cool. I can talk more about it when we start seeing it.
Also, Kiss of Death is not an insta-kill move, which just confused the hell out of me for the longest time because this game.
Yeah.
I just expected it to be an insta-kill move.
Yeah, to be fair, when I like designed that move, I expected it to be something else too. I don't know what. I think a charm ability or like
we had a charm
confuse ability,
Yeah.
and we just didn't have the dev power at the time to make it, so
Yeah,
had to settle for poison.
Yeah, a lot of times when we were developing, especially late in beta, adding the final things, there were decisions. Sometimes we would add a thing and it would have bugs and it would like be hard to balance, so we would just make a decision. Okay, let's just go ahead and cut this out.
Yeah.
So the first iteration of the minecart kind of just taught you the mechanic. You get in and you go, and then so we had a little switch. You have to change the track. So there's going to be a little bit of that in this, and
I don't know if I can hit the switches.
yeah.
Yeah, so we just gotta cross, and then swing around. It switches, and then in the immortal words of High Spirit, wee. Yeah. We're just gonna ride a cart for a while. No biggie.
Right. This is a confusing one just because you get back into it and then all of a sudden you're going the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one. I remember beta testers had trouble with it. We kind of tweaked it a little bit to be a little more visually
音
obvious.
声が二重になってる
Now we're gonna
って
combine
い
the
う
earth
風に言
mechanics
われ
from
た
the
の
last
で、
Water Dark dungeon
どうでしょう、
into the
音声二重になってま
minecart
すか？
understanding the puzzle. When you're an indie dev, you know, you try to be smart with your resources and you try not to overscope. And so story writer and puzzle designer and map designer Luke came up with this orb mechanic, which we basically carry through the game in different iterations. This allowed us to have like to set the programming of it and then sort of expand it without having to create new things every dungeon. And also, we just found clever ways to sort of theme it for the dungeon. So, for
あ、
future indie
大丈夫
devs,
ですか。
it's
はい。
very easy to overscope. I would caution anyone to.
さっきも言ったんですけど、ドネーションの見返りで、
RPGs are very
DLC ボスのキングスライムと戦います。はい。
Yeah.
で、この後ろに座ってる人なんですけど、このゲームの開発者がとてもスピードランが好きなようで、で、この奏者の方が、その開発者の方に、RPG リミットブレイクに出ないかって聞いてみたところ、快く OK をいただいたそうなので、解説として参加しているそうです、開発者の方が。多分後ろに座ってる人がその開発者の方で解説してると思います。はい。
Like, then you wouldn't have been surprised. Like,
Or you could have just been nice.
You ask so much of me, Bob.
So if his XP routing is correct, he should be learning Blizzard soon. And how I mentioned earlier, every spell kind of is unique and different. So Azur's bread and butter is Lightning, which is a really strong single target, probably her most powerful damage spell. Flare is AoE, but causes fire. Nice. And Blizzard is a little weaker than Flare, but has a chance to freeze, and it reduces the opponent's magic defense, which will be very useful in the next boss, as you'll see.
Yeah, so we're almost to that boss. So I think there's like one puzzle left, and then we're basically there. One puzzle, and then two double encounters. And then
yeah, this one's tough.
Yeah, so
left down. I believe.
It is left down. Yeah, so I screwed this up in one of my practice runs this week, so that's why he's reminding me. But we go push left and down. Take a quick detour to pick up this Earth Rune here for no real apparent reason. And then we just keep this ball going. So just up. Yeah, this puzzle is just really hard to map out because it's just a huge area and so many different ways you can push the ball. But it also means it's just satisfying me to figure it out. So here for the final puzzle.
Yeah, luckily, there's several Let's Plays of this on YouTube now, so for the folks who get stuck on the puzzles, there's people who can help you. In fact, when I was doing a stream of this game for our anniversary, Tim designed this like super optional dungeon with very tricky puzzles. I had to look up the YouTube Let's Play to figure out this list, because I don't remember them.
Oh yeah, that dungeon is just so much fun. If you own this game, you're on the fence about getting the DLC, get it. Get it just for that dungeon.
This couldn't have been a more brilliantly timed donation. Because we have $10 for the novel. It says, if this is Shadow of Adam, then where is Poexel? And he literally just walked in. So, you're welcome.
Nice timing.
Oh, God, Blizzard, nice.
Yep, so there's a couple more battles.
3 more?
Something like that, yeah.
So that duplicated artifact is really paying dividends right now. As you can see, Curtis and Kellen are both getting double attacks, and so this is, I think when you routed this, it cut, what, 6-8 minutes out of the run?
God, it was a disastrous run. I died like 10 times, as in party wipe 10 times, and I was only off my PB by 2 minutes. That's how much time it saved. Yeah. So
thank you, Maxim Z, for finding that glitch and sharing it with us.
Yeah, because I was actually in doubt that it would save that much time, and then I did the test, and it's like, oh, well then.
Oh, nice crits.
Yeah, very nice crits. So obviously we just avoid the ones with the giant thing that can just make us cry, and we just kill everything else.
Quick update on the rest of our names. Niv still in first place, PJ still in second place, Doof still in third place, Ginge is in fourth place with $125, which means just $20 would snipe it into third. So if you're a fan of Ginge, someone other than Ginger being called Ginge, because we know Ginge is going to get called PJ at this point. So
do it, Twitch chat. You got this. I believe in you. So yeah, so up ahead we have Golem, which is a really fun encounter because he doesn't like ice, and which makes sense because he's weak to ice. But if we hit him with a blizzard, he will attempt to one-shot Azrael, which is a bit of a downer. So we haven't, but we picked up that Earth Rune, which just is a usable item that makes her immune to Earth attacks. So this guy went from being like, we used to get the Ice Sword instead, and with the Ice Sword it was kind of a joke. And then we didn't get the Ice Sword, and we just had like luck strats of hoping Azrael didn't die. And that was super fun, but now we just sort of get to laugh at him, which is also fun.
Yeah, he used to cast an invasion move on Azrael and hope that the counter missed.
Yeah, so, but yeah, instead we just make her invulnerable, double her up, boost her magic, and just watch the fireworks, because this fight can't go wrong. Cannot go wrong. Take that, Fate. Yeah, take that, Fate.
Yeah, and notice with each blizzard, they will do a little bit more damage because it's going to lower his magic defense.
Yeah, I'm also just going to use Psy Punch for fun here because it's just a giant Falcon Punch move. There actually used to be a glitch in the game where you could, like, somebody's AP just infinity, and Psy Punch just scales off of your current AP. It drains all of your AP to do a massive attack. So it used to just, it was beautiful. It used to just one-shot everything in the game, and I loved it, and that got patched out.
Yeah, that was one that unfortunately affected casual play, and I know Wolf loved using it and shouting Falcon Punch while he did it, but we had to patch it out.
I mean, you know, if you're like, you can't just half Falcon Punch.
Yeah.
You gotta go the whole 9 yards.
You can still watch the old streams on Twitch if you want to revisit it though, right?
Oh yeah, no, those memories will never die. So now we're in Firmus, which is the land of, I guess, beast creatures or something.
Well,
or they just have tails. I don't know.
Well, they just got nuked by magical attacks, so they're kind of set back on the civilization a little bit.
The evolutionary scale.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was a hidden room. I have now more stuff now. Yay. Yeah, it's just more shopping, which means I need to save the game. That is the wrong shopkeeper. So yeah, we need to buy silver stuff for you, not for you, and not for you. And fire armor for everybody. So silver, fire, fire, silver, ice, fire, fire. There we go, nice and easy.
Well done.
Quick question for the devs. We know that Dolph's playing on keyboard. Is this controller compatible as well?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just grew up playing games on keyboards. That is just, for whatever reason, it's what I'm used to. But I feel like most people aren't that. So yeah.
I've just seen a couple of people ask. So
Yeah, I like playing it on my PS4 controller.
Same. I was actually surprised that he did use the keyboard. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I grew up. I grew up in a household where why would you own consoles when you own a PC was the literal mindset. So yeah, so I just didn't have a console growing up.
Windows 10 is a name. That's pretty funny.
For review?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
as long as it doesn't force update, we'll be alright.
Yeah, right.
Oh god.
So again, the first iteration of every puzzle just sort of teaches you the mechanic. We don't like tutorials. They're hard to make and they're not very fun, so we teach by showing the player. And this dungeon is pretty much, all the monsters are all about attrition. They're going to do a lot of damage over time moves, a lot of burn mechanics, so it's just kind of a slog.
Yeah, and you were actually saying earlier, like the salamander guy in the middle who used the Scorch on his turn,
Right.
is supposed to do that at the start of every battle.
Yeah, for some reason the AI isn't resetting, and I just noticed that this morning. Which actually works against you a little bit though, Wolf, because that's probably a more preferable move to get.
And I mean, 20 damage to all isn't like the best thing. Anyway, so this is a new enemy, Flames. They're like the thieves in that they can just dodge everything, except they're also just weak to ice. And I don't want to be in this fight. Run away.
Luckily, you can run away from any battle except bosses, and you got 100% run rate, so.
We do?
Yeah.
I thought it was just like effectively 100%.
No, it's 100%.
Okay.
You can't fail.
Who's the expert now?
Yeah, man.
I don't know literally everything, just enough.
Sometimes I will ask Wolf, like, hey man, what's the drop rate on this monster? Because he knows it and I don't.
I just know the drop rates on the... Yes! I made it off that cliff. That saves like 10 seconds, and I just really like doing it. because it just lets me run during the cutscene, so I'm just chilling at the little gate. And it's surprisingly hard to get that to work, but...
Yeah, Curtis currently has Ice Claws on, so his melee damage is going to be pretty good.
Anyway, so the reason I'm saving here is because there are little pitfalls that you can barely see in the ground that I really don't want to fall into. So we're just going to evade them all really careful like.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, there's some secret treasure below, but he didn't have time for that.
Yeah, secret treasure, more like secret time loss. Okay, come on. You got this, Talon. You got this. You got this. Nice.
See, you just got to be positive, man.
I mean, he has been on fire like this past week. Like in all of my practice runs, he's been on fire. I don't know why I'm so hard on the guy. Like I really shouldn't be.
Yeah, he's not useless.
I mean, okay, he was useless before you buffed. So pick a card got buffed like 13 times, I think.
But that's not now,
much, yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, no. Nowadays, pick a card is just incredible. It's still RNGesus, but it's incredible.
Just a quick reminder to anyone who's thinking about donating for the Indie Stream Key prize pack. This is the last game that is available. So for $5 minimum bid, you will get not only Shadows of Adam if you win, you also get Last Stream, Tangle Deep, Cosmic Star Heroine, and Crosscode. So a lot of actually really good games for a $5
Yeah,
donation.
you guys should totally donate and get us up to 10,000.
Yeah, let's get up to
For hashtag Team PJ.
Yeah,
Hashtag Team PJ.
Team PJ indeed.
I'm kind of wanting to be hashtag Team Genge now,
Yeah.
just so someone other than Genge gets called Genge, and it makes the commentator's life hell.
I mean,
let's
PJ's
shut
in a
Doof
pretty
out.
comfortable location. Yeah, no, let's
True. Shut Doof out. Let's bring Genge back.
yeah, you got this. You got this.
So this dungeon layout's pretty interesting because we sort of been combining all the previous dungeon elements, like you have cliff hopping, rock hopping, currents that you shoot you up, and all etc. And we just, like we mentioned before, we just sort of theme it to the level. So instead of there being wind currents, they're lava currents, I guess. Doesn't really make sense, but it's a JRPG, so.
Thermal vent.
Oh, there you go.
It's a thermal vent.
There we go.
Makes more sense than a lava current.
Well, wouldn't it like burn him? Like, wouldn't it hurt?
A thermal vent?
I feel like that would be like a
No,
great.
that's what birds fly on.
That's true.
Yeah,
And
no.
a lava current wouldn't hurt?
Look,
No,
I'm
that would.
pretty. Look, I don't know what to tell you. Like, am I on fire? No. Like, that's just proof. You can't argue against this.
No, you know who's on fire? Talon is on fire, which is why you should be nicer to him.
I'm being nice to him.
That's why you should donate to Team Genge. Because Talon's on fire.
I think that's the last puzzle. No, there's one more puzzle in this one, right?
There is at least one more puzzle that I'm thinking of off the top of my head. There might be more. But there's definitely the final puzzle. And I almost went the wrong way. Not quite. So, just gotta get back up to the entrance and then we go right instead of left.
Yeah. Shouts to Luke on the level design. I always liked how this map felt so big. Felt
yeah.
like so massive. Gargantuan.
Nice crits.
Nice, yeah.
1,000 damage crits. Yeah, so I think you were saying earlier, Tim, that you originally were going to have him have a self-destruct move.
The spider thing?
Yeah.
Well, no, this was going to be in the latest patch.
Oh, well, the good thing we're running it now.
Right.
Well,
No, we decided against it.
Oh,
But
thank God.
yeah.
But like the bombs in Final Fantasy 2, you know?
All right, yeah.
I just always wanted it to feel more like a bomb spider and not just
he
another
throws-
random enemy.
He throws bombs at us.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
says detonate, but what is he really detonating?
I don't know. That's a good point.
Okay, so yeah, this is the last puzzle in here. So let's see, you gotta go up, down, down, in, down.
Oops.
Okay, as I was saying, up, down, down, in, down,
This is the puzzle when I was beta testing that I couldn't figure out, so I went in the map editor and just moved those flames so I could keep playing.
Nice.
I feel that may be cheating.
Well, yeah, I guess technically.
Right, but at least we knew it was beatable for everyone else.
Yeah, I'm bad at puzzles. Yeah,
I know I'm
puzzles aren't my thing, but they're definitely a big part of this game. Kind of modeled after sort of like the Lupia 2 design philosophy. Or even like Mystic Quest in a way. Because there was a lot of puzzles, if I recall.
Yeah, so these guys are scary if you somehow haven't realized by this point that they're weak to Blizzard. And if you haven't realized that a giant ball of fire is weak to Blizzard, I'm sorry.
Right. Donate to Team Genji.
Alright.
And now we're stuck falling into this pitfall.
This boss battle coming up is pretty difficult.
Yeah, we're gonna want to save. We're gonna don't have to save it to switch equips, so just save. Yeah, so this boss is gonna be our first instance of Berserk strats. So Berserk is a really well-programmed ability that
I'm sensing sarcasm.
so it causes you to do anywhere from 1 to 3 attacks. And then we also have the duplicator that causes you to do twice as many attacks. And then we have double up, which causes you to do twice as many of whatever you were doing. So obviously, Berserk causes you to do anywhere from 2 to 8 attacks inclusive.
It just makes sense.
It just makes sense. Like you just get 1 to 3 times 2 times 2 is 2 to 8. Like
Because math.
because math.
That's math. See, you thought you wouldn't learn anything tonight.
Math.random.
$5 from Oren says this donation goes to runner's choice.
コメントにもあったんですけど、PJ とかで盛り上がってるっていうのは、次のブレスオブファイアの、竜の名前をどうするかっていうので、ドネーションでそれが決まるっていう感じですね。上位3つの名前が使用されるみたいです。1位が今、2部、2位が PJ、3位が、ドゥーフですね。この上位、このままいけばこの3つが使われると思います。
Spoilers, there's going to be a second fight immediately after this, so we really don't want to use more abilities than we have to clear this boss. And he just attacked for only 2 attacks. So yeah, so Curtis isn't carrying his weight, unlike Talon.
Maybe you need to be nice to Curtis this time.
I'm always nice to Curtis. So we're just gonna refresh Berserk, I guess, and refresh Double Up, and just hope this goes well.
You see some crits here.
There we go. That's what I like to see, Curtis.
Nice.
So this is not actually ideal because I'm massively low on AP relative to what I would like to be at this point. Because I had to do the second round of Double Up in Berserk. So I won't have a Double Up the first round of this fight, which is unfortunate because this fight is Zack and Nick 4. So if you thought Zack and Nick 3 was hard, this is easier, but it's still pretty hard. So
one might call it the sweet life of Zack and Nick.
No, I would not.
Okay.
Yeah, so you know, like this is just normal-ish strats. You know, we've got a guy who can cast Spirit Punch. We've got a girl who can heal, and we're just gonna like put it all together.
By your powers combined.
By your powers combined, we can just obliterate Zack. Yeah. So hopefully he will die nice and quick. Hopefully this game will be nice to me.
I believe in you.
I believe in my characters.
I believe in Talon.
Let's have you eat for yourself.
Hashtag Team Talon. We should name a character after Talon.
I mean...
Oh, that's not
okay, so that's... Yeah, well, it could have been worse.
That's true.
Because... Yeah, we didn't silence everybody.
Yeah.
He's gonna make trying to Falcon Punch people pretty hard, though. So, Well, let's remedy this situation. So, where are my remedies? There's my remedies. And then you fight, and then you... Why are my remedies there? That's a really weird spot for them. Okay, so that's fine.
I feel like this was the battle on your last run that cost your really great streak. You were like several minutes ahead.
Oh yeah, I was like 8 minutes ahead on my PB going into this fight, and it also just went disastrously. Yeah, there's not really anything I can do to make this fight better though. So.
$10 from Trope Delight Fantastic, who says, Bob, I see you gave my name an extra L earlier. It's alright, man, you earned it. Don't know who you stole it from, but maybe you should return it to Poexy before he notices. Anyway, here's $10 to Bob's $10 to Bob's choice for 100%ing the sentence randomizer. And I'm going to put that towards #TeamGenge.
All
There you
right,
go, Tim.
nice.
Starting a hashtag.
Yeah, so as you saw there, we got a Spirit Punch off, and it did like 2,500 damage. So that's why we Spirit Punch. It's just insane. So now we've killed Zach, and as we've been seeing, the counterattacks just get better and better every time. So I'm actually literally blanking right now on what the counterattack is going to be right here, but I'm pretty sure it's awful. Probably like he blurs himself. He blurs himself, and I was supposed to taunt. That's what I was supposed to do. Yeah. Well, that was bad. Okay. Well, this is fine. We just, well, hopefully we'll just be on point and Curtis will just hit through the taunt. Or, nope, okay. That was careless of me, but we'll just rejuve up. You can pick a card. Yeah, you can pick a card. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Like, it's just, basically I'm just doing the items, the abilities out of order. So. Rubber ducky.
No, and you actually got a taunt off.
Yeah, nice.
Oh yeah, no, and he didn't silence Kellen before he could get a taunt off, which happens a lot. But we only got 2 attacks. Okay, come on. Curtis. You got this. Okay, there you go. So we have survived. Which means we get to, our reward for surviving is we're about to fight the most powerful enemies in the game. But first, there's a couple cutscenes. So, also, we don't have to fight Zach and Nick ever again. So, hooray to that. So yeah, so if you got any more donations, Bob, this would be an excellent time.
Certainly. I have $5 from Mr. Mikey, who says, happy to help support such a wonderful cause. I'd never heard of Shadows of Adam before. I think I found a new game to play this week. We hope you enjoy. Speaking of Shadows of Adam, and once again, I want to remind everybody, this is your last opportunity to get in on this prize set. It's $5. It ends at the end of Shadow of Adam, and it's got five or six really good games in it. It's got this, Last Dream, Tangle Deep, Cosmic Star Heroine, and Crosscode. So if you want to get in for that, please get your donations in before the end of this run.
Yeah.
Also, let's take a look at the update on the naming incentive, shall we? To name Ryu. It still seems to be fairly static in the end there, so Jenge is still at $125, even though I think I just put 10 towards it. So he's only about $10 behind at this point, so
we can do this, guys. Just
yeah.
$10 is easy.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're in jail, we're being tortured, and they put Curtis in a separate cell for some reason. I have literally no idea why they do this. Guys?
Because it makes sense in the next scene. That's really the only reason.
Yeah, so we're gonna get another flashback to Curtis. So this is his drunken flashback, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
so
about his modus operandi right here.
Right, when he was a pirate.
Yeah, so he made some bad life choices, letting the Master Emerald be stolen because he's Knuckles. And then he's decided he's going to drink himself to sleep, so he gets thrown in jail. and told to go anywhere but the bar. And then the only way to advance the plot is to go to the bar, which is really unfortunate. So
Could have had a much different life.
if only there was some other way to advance the plot. Also, we're gonna get Zach and Nick are in the bar. I don't know why.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be funny.
They're just like your average guys. They're not even enemies. They're just
Yeah.
living the freelance life. We've all been there.
Yeah, actually, the guy next to him, that's the headhunter.
It is Headhunter, yeah. So now he's passed out drunk on the beach. So this is the perfect time for Ghost Dad to pick his mark. Ghost Dad, that was your cue. There you are. And again, like, you can always trust a guy who has giant floating skull heads next to him whenever he starts talking. So. Yeah, so now we're seeing that he showed Asriel that same dream, or showed Curtis the same dream he showed Asriel, so.
This is my favorite scene. Sorry to interrupt. This is my favorite scene that I made. And Tim did such a great job on these sprite animations coming up. They're so fun.
Just Falcon punched the hell out of that door. And then roundhouse kick, which is an ability he needs to get in a DLC.
Yeah.
That roundhouse kick.
The Roundhouse DLC.
Only $99.99.
Right?
99.99 .9999 pennies is what you mean by that, right?
Gold horse armor? What?
Yeah, so now that we've finished these cutscenes, we need to lag the game, apparently. So we need to get out of this airship. So flip some switches that are really weird. Like, who designed switches like that?
Luke Watchholz.
Good answer. So we're going to save the game here because this is a battle against a perfectly normal random soldier, which is terrifying because he has just an absurd amount of HP. So it's really unlikely he's going to do anything to me. We're just going to be super safe and save the game. Okay, so we got through that one. That chest, like, that's just way too strongly guarded. It has a really powerful accessory, but it's just not worth. So instead, we're just going to now fight Double Soldier.
Is it the power belt that's in it?
It is the power belt, yep.
Yeah. See, I told you, Double knows more about this game than I do.
Someone in chat suggested you name the Roundhouse DLC the Roadhouse DLC in honor of Patrick Swayze.
Nice. Chat's on point
right.
tonight, man.
Well, if that's the case, then we also need the Dirty Dancing DLC.
I mean,
No,
if you're
he
offering,
puts Talon in the corner.
No one wants to dance with him. Poor guy. That could be like his tragic backstory. No one danced with him.
Right.
yeah. So there's a save point next to a completely random encounter. That's how you know that it's. So this is one soldier and his two dogs, and we could die here. We could very really die here. So because they combine to just paralyze one character, paralyze the same character again. That was really lucky. And then, okay, so nobody died. So that was like a top tier first turn. Okay, now Curtis is berserk. Things are getting a little worse. And now Curtis is dead. But we should be fine at this point because we already killed one dog. Forget I said that. Because now most of our damage is berserk. Let's just hope we can take out this dog.
Right, pretty much every other fight when an enemy berserks you, it's a good thing.
Nice crit.
You had a few battles you designed, Tim, where you had them like have high evasion, so they would berserk you, so you would trigger their counters.
Right.
Okay, we made it through. We made it
Hold
through a completely random encounter against a man and his dogs. I'm sure the dogs are fine.
Yeah, they just run away.
Yeah, the man maybe not, but the dogs are fine.
Yeah, man's dead. Dogs are fine.
So Talon got set in the hole because he failed to dance off.
So I guess they did put him in a corner.
This is the dance circle right here. He's trying to get in, but they're like, "Scram, kid, you can't keep up with us." Look at their moves.
So when does Shadows of Adams 2 Electric Boogaloo come out?
It's already in development, but
Spoiler? I have $5 from Matthew Dan Denga Santos, who says, please tell Dowolf aloha from your fellow purple rhino in Hawaii.
Oh, wow. Hey, thank you very much.
And I have $5 from Ghost King, who says, with how good a year of games we have in general, it was easy to overlook some incredible RPGs that emerged from the indie scene like this one. Had to donate to a fellow who appreciates hidden gem RPGs, especially if they also speedrun Trials in the Sky. Bonus points for Bob on the mic. Love you, Bob. See you Wednesday, friends. Money to Bob's choice of color between white, red, green, yellow, or blue for the custom robo color, and I chose red.
I mean,
Because
you gotta make it go fast.
Red ones go faster, right?
Yeah, that's just common sense.
And this is a speed run. That is factually correct.
Yeah.
$5 from an anonymous donor who says, keeping the Final Fantasy VIII run honest. No Renoa skip allowed here.
No skip. This is strange. Is that an incentive or?
Let me check the. Let me check
$5
the
incentive.
Let me check the status on that one right now. So I will get back to you in a moment.
Anyway, so the world has changed so much. The account's being so good. We bought him a weapon. So we bought Talon a weapon. He has earned his weapon, and also we need to buy him a weapon. We can also freely sell everything now. And then we need to buy a little bit more armor. There we go. So this is the town in the game that got destroyed by a magical war in the past, in the game's backstory. And just people all around here just fill you in on lore stuff, and we're just going to walk past them. Because we don't have time for lore. Even though they're wearing like really awesome clothes, like I guess that was you, Tim, so. Yeah.
That was kind of a late in development artwork we did, I remember, because they were just the generic NPCs and you gave them a little more flavor. Because it was such a specific plot point, we wanted to make them stand out.
So Renoa skip is not a thing in Final Fantasy VIII. And it took me a while to look it up because I made the mistake of control searching Final Fantasy, which we have quite a few of in this marathon.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you gotta go fast. Like, whatever it takes to go fast, you know, kill the animals. But, except those dogs. We spared those dogs.
I quite sheerly saw those get crit.
They got critically unconscious.
Yeah, critically pet.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna pet you so hard right now.
We threw him a bone, yeah. So we're just gonna pick up that spinach juice right there, and then we get to go into a giant dungeon that's called a maze. So that's how you know it's like really simple and easy to navigate. Doing, doing, doing. I said doing.
That's how it works, right? We don't have voice activation yet, but that'll be coming out in the next patch.
I mean, with how my fingers are doing tonight, that would probably help.
So, Breath of Fire 3 naming incentive. In third place, we have Genge with $145
Nice.
and 10 cents. And in fourth, you have Doof with $145. There is literally 10 cents separating the two names.
Oh, man.
Well, so either put Genge ahead or let's go Team Doof.
We got to make someone called Genge, man.
Oh, no, it's got Genge.
You're a rabble-rouser, Tim.
You were just trying to stir the pot.
We just want donations. We just want to keep seeing donations.
Not for Team Genge, I think.
Oh yeah, so these guys, they get to double cast, which is like that's my thing that I do with Talon, and you can't really step on Talon's turret, so we just need to annihilate them very quickly. Also, they'll kill us if we don't. But so yeah, they're terrifying, and they have a shield that has to be pierced through before we can actually do HP damage, which is why we need to buy Talon a weapon, so he could do some auto attack damage to that shield. So yeah, had to route in buying Talon a weapon, which hurt me in the past, but now, you know, now I'm a changed man. Now I recognize what Talon can do.
It's a true coming-of-age story here.
Oh God, if I'm coming of it.
And his heart grew 2 sizes that day.
What, Dole-Wolves or Talons?
Both.
I mean, we actually did skip over the cutscene where Talon realizes that being a noob bro is bad.
So.
Yeah, that's his character arc. He starts as a dude bro and then says, I don't want to be a dude bro anymore. Yeah, these slimes are for some reason weak to suplex, but also everything is weak to suplex.
Well, they're made out of gold, and gold is a metal, and metal is like crystal, and we've already established that crystal is weak to suplex.
Right.
So by the transitive property,
True.
Oh, I just
it
barely
didn't
out.
die.
Barely alive.
Rude.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Right. And gold is malleable, so you're turning them into pancakes.
How does
with
the
every suplex.
how does the person who punches that protects crystals feel about seeing his friend suplexing crystals to their death?
No, he's the guy who's
He's the
protecting
same guy.
crystals.
Same guy,
Is
same
the
guy.
same. Is
Curtis
the same
is the
guy.
But that's my point. Is that not like an inner war amongst himself?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, like there's good and evil, and we gotta punish the good crystal, or punish the bad crystals. Punish the evil crystals and reward the good crystals with rescue.
Or maybe it's like an anger management thing. He's so upset he lost it.
I feel you may want to revisit that double.
Did I revisit my 40 and slip? Nah, I'm good.
If I can't have the crystal, no one can.
So up ahead we have the most terrifyingly dangerous random encounter in the game, and there.
Yeah, I totally didn't plan for you to be able to walk around that guy. And when I saw Dole do that for the first time, I had a nice laugh.
Yeah, so these guys are fun.
Immediately patch an enemy behind the crystal he walks behind.
Just has an AoE instant death move.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, so this guy, by the way, speaking of instant death moves, that guy that I just killed has an instant death move. But we killed him, so it's fine.
Yeah, he just eats you.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you survive with like 1% HP and then you bleed to death immediately after that.
I think you just die, but I don't know. You might be right.
No, I think we changed it
Oh.
recently, along with the other patches, the instant death patches. But
Yeah, okay. And then this guy here has just way too much defense, so Heartbreaker. That was painful. That was really painful.
Talon's doing some good damage, man.
No, Talon is just being MVP right here. Like Curtis is trying, but you know, a little bit of room to grow. Same with Asriel, same with Kellen, but Talon, man, like he's just being MVP over and over again. Like, why do I doubt him? Why do I still have this memory of him being bad? And I just have this, you know, that initial bias. I just have to get past and just accept him for who he is,
So
an awesome person.
Wolf, I need you to tell me the next time you're going to suplex something.
In like 5 seconds, probably.
Okay.
Well, there is a cutscene in the way of the next suplex, so it's going to be a little bit.
So just let me know when the next suplex is happening, because I have a thing I need to do.
Okay, so
Okay.
yeah. So this cutscene here, he's guarding the Master Emerald, and then somebody calls him and tells him to go somewhere else. And he's like, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to abandon the Master Wraith Emerald. And it's like, dude, why haven't you learned from Knuckles' example?
And literally the only rule was to never leave the room. And the first thing he does
Yeah, you
is
had
leave
one
the room.
job.
Yeah,
Would it kill me, consume me, and magic flow into me? Would I learn how to suplex better?
in lore, the crystal is this kind of a source of magical power, and so just standing by it, Curtis gets big muscles and stronger.
The fact that you're right just it scares me. But yeah. Yeah, somebody help me. And then he walks diagonally, which, again, we've established is a bad sign.
it means you're a witch.
It means he's a witch. Yeah, he stood too close to the Wraith Emerald. So, or Wraith Crystal.
So some rocks are about to fall, and this is like the 6th scene that we use the same rock animation. You try to find ways to be creative with your resources when you're in indie development.
I mean, rocks fall, everyone dies. Like,
yeah, I think that was literally just copy and paste the same lines of code because, you know, why not?
Okay, so we've made it past the cutscene, so I don't know if I can suplex anyone in the next fight. We'll see when we get to it.
And it seemed like
there's
you
a wall
didn't need
there.
that artifact. You've been doing fine without it.
I mean, we would have, like, I was getting the 100 version, which I'm, like, I would have gotten that soon, so whatever.
Just make sure you get the claw.
Okay, so yeah, so we're suplexing nothing here, because we need to spirit punch this ghost.
It's cool. Just let me know when it's going to happen. Chat, you owe me for this.
Yeah, so this is a scary encounter because we can't just kill the mages because there's 2 of them. So we have to just survive them. doing a lot of damage. But they won't get another attack off. And we live, so we're good. And then Spirit Punch should clean this up. Or not. You know what?
Probably flare them.
I mean, I'm gonna flare just in case, but pick a card I think has this covered. It's Talon. Talon's our man. You see?
Oh.
Really? Well, that's unfortunate. But flare will finish it off.
So I think fire card is a 35 chance, 35% chance. So it's the highest probability,
Yeah.
and it's a decent card. It has a 40% chance of procting burn, so
Yeah.
burn is very useful.
Yep. Okay, we have a gold slime. It is time for some suplexing.
All right.
It's gonna happen at so Curtis is gonna be the last person in our party to act. So really, a miss? That's unfortunate. So like I don't know, like 10 seconds from now, not even.
It's all good.
Right about
Here we go.
next move.
I think the goal. Yep, right now.
By God is my witness, he's broken in half. That slime had a family.
Nice.
That's worth a couple donations right there. Why did we put Suplex in? I don't remember like talking about it. I just remember one day playing the game and Suplex was in it.
That has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, meta approved. So. Okay, so there were a bunch of chests in here that we completely ignored when we were here in the flashback. If we had gotten any of those items, we would have gotten items, but they would have been like mediocre items. And nobody wants mediocre items. We want awesome items. And like, much like the random treasure chests in Chrono Trigger, if we just don't pick them up, they get better. So, unfortunately, one of those items just happens to be Curtis's most powerful weapon in the game. And like maybe that'll be the impetus he needs to become the man he knows he can be. So yeah, so we're just gonna get him that item, and then everything's gonna be hunky-dory, because he's gonna kill everything.
Yeah, these monsters have a lot of AoEs. This is where they really start doing that a lot.
So we're having a real back and forth battle here. So, Doof went into third place with $150.10, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Jenge came back with $155.10. So it's still a $5 lead for Jenge.
Come on, guys. Somebody's got to be called Jenge. Somebody's got to be called PJ. And, you know, that's the only way this can end. Yeah, I don't get the item. That's sad.
So unfortunately, he missed the trigger where he could get a better item right there, which is an artifact that adds 100 AP, and it's actually very good. And he'll be fine, I think.
I'll be completely fine. We're just gonna play this fight a little safe.
If you take the artifact in the past, it's a 50%. But
or I can just like do the wrong fight, but we can run. So yeah, so we actually have a choice of 4 fights we can do here, and 3 of them have boogeymens and a bunch of those double cast guys. So we're just gonna fight this terrifying slime thing again instead. Much safer. Let's Doom Dice. I feel like Doom Dice. So Doom Dice is completely random, and sometimes it kills the party.
That's a bad roll.
That was a really bad roll.
So the mechanic works. The red die is the damage multiplier, and the white die is the amount of hits you get. So most optimal roll would obviously be 6/6. And if you get Snake Eyes, which is a pretty low % chance, it inflicts an AoE poison on the team.
Yep, and also a bunch of damage. And
I think I've only seen it like one time in my play. Have you seen it?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's very rare.
Like, it's why I like skew that ability completely, even though it's one of the things that can go through the boogeymen that can hit the otherwise undamageable enemies. Because, like, yeah, sometimes Talon will just roll double 6s and things just die, and that usually doesn't happen. So Melville has gotten all 4 Chaos Wraith Crystals.
Chaos
So he's gonna maybe become magical. He really wants to, but he's also a scaredy cat. And now all the soldiers run away, which is smart. But unfortunately, they're gonna be dragged back because Melville has learned magic.
So So you should probably leave the dungeon, I think.
Yeah, no, we're too late. So, like, I don't know why we're still going forwards and fighting this guy now. But, like, even Save is just confused. He's just like, fools rush in. Like, what are you doing, man?
I just saved this game.
We are going to save the game. So this fight is actually really fun. For some definition of fun. Yeah. So we are going to... basically, first Melville's got... You see he has 4 soldiers. First Melville's going to be incompetent and kill 2 of them. Then we are going to battle, and he's going to soul bond himself to some of his soldiers. And which makes it so that we have... Whenever we damage Melville, we'll just damage the soldier instead. So we gotta just chew our way through this poor innocent soldiers on our way to killing Melville. But, you know, like they chose their side. So we need to rally, flare, apple. Wait, no, not rally. I changed the strat, right. Heartbreak, flare, apple.
Oh, were you supposed to give Curtis a speed boost?
Not here, not here. That's before the next boss.
Okay, right, yeah.
Yeah, here I want him to be after Azrael because, so what we're gonna do after this, we're gonna berserk at Curtis, and with any luck, Curtis is gonna be on fire, and he's gonna just decimate Melville because, berserk I said. So if he correctly decimates Melville, and I'm gonna like tell him to go after Melville too, Melville's HP is just gonna shrink in half because that soldier right there on the right is gonna die. Soul Bond's going to be deactivated, and we can go straight. Yes! Oh, look at those damage numbers.
Nice.
So, yeah, so Melville's going to try to reapply the, shoot. Well, now Talon doesn't get a turn because of the bug, but that's fine. So he's going to try to reapply Soul Bond. We're just going to kill the other soldier, and then let's finish him this turn. Oh, keep going, keep going. Yes!
Somebody stop the damn match!
So, Berserk strats. This is why we do them despite how RNG they are, because things just die.
They actually used to be stronger in the beta.
Really?
They were, I think the range was 2 to 5 and the attack buff was bigger. And we realized how quickly how broken it was, so we nerfed it quite a bit. We made it cost more. Yeah, we didn't really account for those strategies until testers got their hands on
That's because one of the devs made it multiplying damage with any like buff versus additive.
I mean, that makes sense.
So I learned about that like 9 months into development and was too late. It's buried in the battle code.
Well, it makes it fun because you can stack a lot of buffs. He's gonna do a lot of that in the last dungeon.
Yeah,
stacking buffs.
I mean, it's definitely the way I enjoy playing the game too. So. I don't regret it being in there.
Yeah. Like I think I said earlier, like point of an RPG combat system is, you know, you get tools and how do you break them? How do you use that to break the game? And like, you know, this game gives me tools. And Curtis was perfect there.
Yeah. So this is like the kind of the last. Well, there's more plot in the final dungeon, but he's dove spotted through the final dungeon, which is quite a lengthy dungeon, and is going to have 4 bosses in it.
4 bosses. Yep.
Yeah. Kind of try to pull out all the stops in the final dungeon.
We've had a quick $25 donation just saying the music in this game is absolutely amazing. Who was the composer?
Raise your hand.
I hope I'm pointing to the right person.
No.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
I think you were actually pointing at Poexel at one point. So
I'm pointing over my head while looking at the game is hard.
Well, his shadow looms
I guess I could like look up at
game,
the giant screen over there and tell that way. But
thank you so much. It's really kind of you.
got $75 from last name Sabins, who says, we need to have a Sabin in this game. My last name is Sabins, and Sabin is always renamed John Cena. Sabin is, of course, my favorite character in Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it's a great character.
And $10 from the Civil Yoshi, who says, hey, so I just started watching this, and I noticed that suplex is a move.
Oh, really?
I'm considering buying this game, but I need to know one very important thing. Can you suplex a train?
Well, I'm not going to say you're going to find out, but you might find out.
We will neither confirm or deny the existence of a slime-based locomotive later on.
Yeah.
Also, happy birthday, Solomon. put this towards Reader's choice, which is going to be Genge for Ryu's name.
Yeah, that question has gotten asked to us so much. In the main game, we didn't put. I'm not saying we have a train, but if we did put it, we didn't put it in the main game first. But we'd go to conferences, and pretty much that's what everyone would ask us.
Right.
So we might have added it in the expansion.
Right. So if you're considering it to suplex a train, I'd suggest probably buying the DLC along with it.
That's if there was, like,
Right.
hypothetically.
Oh, yeah,
there
no,
was.
we're just all hypothetical here.
Yeah, I mean-
Nobody is saying
All right.
anything.
Someone's taking the mickey now. Right now, Genge is in 4th with $155.10.
Oh,
And Doof is in 3rd place with $155.11. Someone's taking the mickey now.
jeez.
I feel like I
This
forgot
is
something.
petty cash with these now.
No, I'm
Petty.
good.
Up
Literally,
with the 10
yeah.
cents, up with the $10 at least.
Yeah. We gotta at least get to 9 grand before the run closes.
Oh, I need to burn my remaining juices. That's what I need to do
Yeah,
still.
you can do that before the first battle.
Yep, easy. Or most of my. Actually, just do all of them now. Really, it's fine.
I'm always so amazed how you can make like so much effective use of just simple scrolling parallax backgrounds. You get a lot of ammunition out of simple stuff like that.
Smooth 2 Manifold sends us $100. Says, I have been looking forward to RPG Limit Break for months. Let's name our hero Pokemon Gorse, because he is the hero of differential geometry.
Yeah. So as you saw there, I actually burned my whatchamacallit? What is the word I'm looking for?
Juices?
Juices. Yeah, I drank protein shakes. Yeah, yes. So we did that, and we did that on Curtis to give him an extra 2 speed, which he's going to need for the upcoming boss battle.
Yeah, it's actually a boss battle where the entire strat is just suplexing them all. And that's not a joke.
That is literally the strategy. Yep.
And when you guys see what they are, you'll understand why that's a strategy.
There you go. Nice.
Oh, anti-up, nice.
Yeah. So Annie up is Talon's ultimate move. It makes it rain. It makes it rain. It will do. It's an absurdly powerful move that just has a minor downside that it's just super slow. But we're gonna use it a few times, so it's gonna rain. You're gonna make it rain.
Yep. Every $20 or more donation for Genge will make it rain in the game.
Oh, man.
I mean, no guarantees because it's also a very AP expensive move.
Yeah, that's right.
And there's a glitch I can abuse on that, but because I forgot
The artifact.
the artifact,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's the glitch?
So if you ever save the game while having at least 100% AP, your AP is just immediately put at the maximum possible
oh, right,
value.
yeah, you were telling us earlier.
So, you know, if we had bonus AP, like I can just spam more abilities. But I have plenty. I've gotten really lucky with ether drops, so I should be fine. Assuming that like we don't miss the Moonlighter, because she's scary and can dodge things. The Moonlighter being the one in the middle, the blur effect. But why do I jinx myself? Why do I jinx myself? So we're gonna finish it off, I guess. Talon, you got this. Oh, you got this.
And he did it.
All you had to do is believe in him, man.
All we had to do was believe in him, indeed.
Talon's I have a sweet spot for Talon in my heart just because I think the luck-based moves are really fun. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's mine for sure.
He also likes luck-based tea.
Luck-based
I'm
tea.
not sure what kind of tea it is.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad life choice, luck-based tea. I don't know, is Bowie in the room? Can we ask him?
Are you saying Bowie's the only Englishman in the room, Beowulf?
Where can I hide from Bob? Oh god, Curtis just died. That is a well-timed distraction. This is max revive him.
Right, those are the powers of Bob. You can't hide from him. Not even in the game.
I just know if I look to the right, Bob's gonna be staring at me.
so the monsters in this dungeon, I feel like, pretty much take every mechanic that you've seen throughout the game and sort of like present it as like a final test sort of thing. You're going to see a lot of high evasion counter monsters. You're going to see a lot of immunity to physical attack monsters. You're going to see a lot of high defense. So you're going to see pretty much Dolph use a lot of different skills and strats.
Yeah, we're also going to see Ghost Stab being creepy. Yeah, so here we get to actually finally meet who Orazio's wife / Kellen's mom is. And as we can see, she's tied to the same tree that Azrael blew up like 3 hours ago, or 2 hours ago, however many hours it's been. So they tied her to a tree as a sacrifice to a monster in the forest. So thankfully Orazio shows up, words that have never been uttered before or since. And he is going to just kick that monster's butt. But and again, we see that Orazio moves diagonally. Never a good sign. Yeah, I think you were saying earlier, Tyler, that like putting her in the middle was a little bit of a trick.
Oh, right, because the tree is even number tiles, so I had to split the X coordinates so she'd be right in the middle. When Orazio faces her, you'll see how she's a little off center. The minor things you do to get that extra layer of polish.
Yeah, and then it turns out that the reason he hates Kellen is because the mother dies in childbirth and he can't save her. And yeah, happy Mother's Day.
Oh man, it's dark. Please call your mothers right now. Call your mothers and tell you love them. So this is kind of interesting. This map, you'll actually never go in again. What I mean by that is that there's a copy of the map that I used to make all that layering work with the minecart. It was just going to be a disaster to make it work, so I just made a map for literally that one little scene, and then when you return to it later, it's just a copy of the map with different collision set. Kind of one of those little tricks you do to like make things happen. There's lots of stuff under the hood that we do that people won't see to make things work. And that's one of them.
What am I doing?
I don't know.
This way. That's where the path is. I'm blind, apparently.
There's a few actually treasures that were in the game, but they're still on the map. They're like on the edges of the map. So if you were able to like go into the debug menu and turn off collision, you can find items that we removed from the game.
Yeah, I think there was actually a glitch at one point that you could get like the
magic
sword
right.
that you used to have that I assume is like still hidden on the airship.
Yeah, it's still on the airship map. You just have to go to the corner. But I think that was like a misplaced collision tile in the first build of the game.
Oh, Azrael didn't get XP there. That's unfortunate.
We need to fight an extra battle?
No, she doesn't need levels that badly because she's not useful for any of the bosses.
Well, the next boss, right?
Well, yeah, but she doesn't need to. Well, there's no extra battles to fight before it,
yeah,
so we're just gonna have to hope everything goes well.
And so, like I mentioned back 2 hours ago when we were in the woods, when Azrael first learned Flare, I said you'd be seeing it later. So, like I mentioned, all the skills scale throughout the entire game, so you don't have, Fire 4, Fire 6, and learn like thousands of spells, but only one is useful. We really try to make each skill unique and useful throughout the entire game.
Yeah, and we also get the return of the plant puzzles. These ones are a bit trickier. So we have to actually, solve them and stuff. Instead of just, doing BAB, which is kind of unfortunate. Kind of fortunate. Good to have real puzzles.
Yeah. Actually,
there's a boss coming up, and I almost just ran into it without saving.
One of our first reviews of the game when it was in beta, or it was a little demo we put out for Kickstarter. It was a YouTube content creator, Daria, and she said, the puzzles aren't hard enough. I hope they get harder later in the game.
I'm actually going to reset because I didn't heal his AP. So we're going to heal his AP this time so he can cast rallies so that he can do things. And, yeah.
And you may remember this guy from the first boss battle. We gave a little palette swap.
Yeah, so the whole reason we gave that speed boost to Curtis was so that he would outspeed Azrael here so he can throw her an apple so that hopefully she one-shots both of the guys on the side. That is the plan. And that looks like it's going to be good. And then, of course, from here, you know, Berserk strats are just... Come on, Curtis. This could end this turn if we're lucky. Oh, yes! Obliterated.
This seems like a good time for MS Tang's $5 donation. He says, "By God, what a run!"
That's funny. Yeah, 4 crits. What are the odds?
Let's not calculate that. I have a run to do. So this one's a little bit more complicated. It is red, yellow, not red, blue. Red, yellow, red, blue, red. Red, yellow.
Red, blue, red.
Red. It's a really long walk to get from flower to flower. Like, I got so lost when I was trying to solve this casually the first time.
Yeah, this might have been another one where I just moved the barrier so I didn't have to solve it. No, I think I know how to solve it now.
I'm just gonna save the game because we get lost. Does blind reduce the accuracy of flare? I don't think so.
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I mean, they still have the evasion chance of using blur.
Right.
But we killed one of them. I'll take it. We don't want to use anything that can be countered, so we're not. Thunder card. Show me Thunder card.
19% chance.
That's fine. It's fine. He'll die to the next attack that hits him. There we go. So now we got another little puzzle.
Yeah, so we basically combine the vines with the orb puzzles in this one. Pretty clever design by Luke. It's always the fun thing about having like delineating our tasks. When another person kind of finished theirs, we got to test it out and have a fresh perspective on it.
Yeah, so there's a random glitch here that sometimes happens where that'll allow you to just walk during these cutscenes, much like we had in the water garden. No idea what triggers it. No idea.
Maybe you're like in a half step at the time it triggers.
That would make sense, yeah, but I don't know. Sometimes it happens, usually it doesn't. But it is a good day when it does. I don't have enough AP on you to cast double up here, so let's see what we get. Wouldn't have been my choice, but you know, I'm gonna trust in Talon.
He had his reasons.
This will probably still kill the Moonlighter if the flare hits, though. If the flare hits. Okay, so you go there, flare, Spirit Punch, and round 2. Let's do this. I did save before this fight, just in case. This might be going pear-shaped.
Let's get the Wraith card.
Okay, no, he just is really feeling this Blizzard card, I guess.
Might need to taunt him, I don't know.
Yeah. You know what? We're gonna do one last pick. Talon's. Yeah.
It's really feeling that ice card.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's almost like you smack talked him earlier in the game.
Oh,
He's
this
letting
is
you down
actually-
when you most need it.
And I can bring her back to life.
I
at
can
least.
bring her back to life. This is actually kind of good.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh my gosh.
Hardest fight in the game.
what is
folks.
going on?
You're getting trolled pretty hard right now.
Okay, so we're gonna. Nobody else. Okay, just end this fight. Okay,
That's probably the best outcome if someone's gonna die, right? Because you don't need any more.
Oh right, I need to revive her first. That might help. So and then let's see. Let's burn all our potions. We have plenty of them. Okay, so that could have gone better. Let's on to the next completely generic random encounter that's definitely not a boss battle in disguise.
Understatement of the marathon.
Yeah, 3 ice cards in a row. Wow.
That was 3 ice. Well, I mean, originally, like I should have just healed his AP before the fight. I didn't realize it had gotten that low. And then, yeah, 3 ice cards in a row. That was rough. That was very, very improbable.
Stumbatten has sent me $100 donation to read. He says, "Hey guys, I'm happy to finally catch this event live. Thanks for making such a great marathon for a great cause. This goes to making Ryu's name Genge."
Stop.
All right.
Oh, no, keep going with the Genges. But stop ice carding, please. Talon, you're awesome, I swear.
This goes to making Ryu's name Genge to appease Bob on the mic. So hopefully that'll give Genge a little bit of a lead now. Let's check in on that. So yeah, right now Doof is in 4th place with $160.11, and Genge is in 3rd place with $255.10. So if Team Doof want to represent in 3rd place, you got to step it up, boys and girls.
Big time, too.
Yeah, we're almost to 9,000 too. We got like 20 minutes left.
Yeah. Just 451 to Team Doof. And
But I thought it was Team Ginge.
no, now we're rooting for Doof.
Whose side are you on here?
Whose side are you on, man?
He's just a rabble rouser, man.
I'm on the donation total side.
I'm on Nami's side.
Okay, so hopefully this one will go better than the last battle against.
Yeah, these guys.
Why do I say things?
You're never gonna learn, Doof.
Nope.
It just hit you.
Why did you have to say that? I really thought I was doomed. But I mean, maybe that's just if I say it. If everyone else says it, it's fine. I don't need to heal AP before the next fight. Wait, yes I do. What do I even do with you? Please stop trying to kill Azrael. He's died enough times today. That was nice. Okay, so yeah, so next we get to fight a triplet of Skate Wardens, which are rude. Very, very rude. Yeah, so Final Cut will just do half of their turn HP, which is a lot. And they really wanted to kill Talon because they know who's on fire here. They know who the threat is.
Just gonna pull another ice card.
I don't use cards against this boss.
Yikes.
Yeah, this is fine.
That's
I can
the
res
price
him.
you pay.
I can res him. You're not dead. You're supposed to be dead. There we go. Please don't kill Azrael. I'm asking politely.
Yeah, these guys are tanks, man.
Yeah. It's gonna lock him low though. Oh, it actually still killed. Okay, cool. And I got some. Why did and I stepped left like a fool. Yeah, so it's trapped on all these second floors of this dungeon, and I have to like not step on them, which is usually pretty easy. But there's some more ones right there, and here's one right here. Oh yeah, it's a lock, or it's a key, I guess.
Yeah, he kind of brought this back from the Wind Tower. I guess originally the idea was we were gonna do like the 4 major dungeons, like a Redux version, and we did 2 of them, and then said, okay, that's probably enough. Well, it's like it reminds me of like the old like TMT games, TMNT, and or Final Fantasy Mystic West is another example where you like revisit all the dungeons and fight the bosses again. I always liked that. It felt very fun and campy.
And so we're gonna do one last little side area. Just fall down this conveniently located pit. Then up this conveniently located wind thingy. Tornado. And then Crystal Sword. So Kellen now has a super sword. And just in time to use it. Let's actually change what I'm doing. I want to suplex this guy.
Right call.
And we want you to suplex.
Let's show off
into-
Any-Up, as we haven't really shown off Any-Up. So we're just making it rain money. 999 damage to everyone. Unfortunately, every attack from that point on just does bonus damage as a percentage, which is just awesome. And unfortunately, it just adds this little animation after every attack, so it's just super slow. It also costs 70% AP, which is a lot, but it's really powerful, especially in like a casual playthrough. So we fall through this hole here, not that one there.
Watch out for these ones.
Yeah, and then we just take the long way around because it's safe. Okay, so we've made it past the pitfalls, so which means we get to have a boss battle against the Elite Headhunter Mark II. Who is really, really scary because he has. I'm pretty sure he still has his insta-death moves. His never got taken away.
Oh, it's a 99% damage move.
Okay, then he's got backup that will kill me. That will finish the job.
Yeah.
You're like, nope, I did the speed boost, so we're good on that. So this battle, the strategy here is pretty fun. So we need to Heartbreak. We need to Spinach. We need to Spinach some more. And we need to double up on that Heartbreak.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so he miraged someone who wasn't himself, which would have been not what we want. And then massive buffs onto our good friend Kellen. And then let's nuke a boss. So he'll just be safe. Get some suplexes in because why wouldn't we? And Any-Up. Okay, he's not dead. That's really what counts.
Oh. That was one turn away from annihilation too.
Wow.
That was gonna be
So that was. Let's get ourselves killed. Because we can't recover from this, unfortunately. Please kill me faster.
Okay,
There we go. That's the boss that I know and hate. So that was unfortunate, but so it goes. Sometimes it's just. See, it did kill me in one hit. That was the insta death move right at the end there. They used on the character with 23 HP. Rubbing all the salt.
I mean, if you're gonna go out big, right?
Yeah. So let's try that again.
So we're hoping that the Headhunter doesn't mirage himself in the first turn. That would be really unfortunate, and he didn't, which is
yeah,
great.
and he spread out the damage a bit more this time, so that's a good sign. Hopefully the statues will, not double down on one of the characters. I said not. That's the opposite of a not. Okay. Well, we are just gonna hope. And
Toss a potion on her, maybe.
that. Yeah. Let's do that. Just to be safe. Okay. Wait. Okay. Actually, okay. He's out of moves now.
There we go.
Boom. And then boom again. So and then Curtis is just gonna get the finishing blow with the suplex. Okay, maybe he's gonna get like the penultimate blow with the suplex.
Oh.
Ooh, that was bad damage roll. Okay, so yeah, so what I'm gonna so they're gonna die to the Any-Up here. That I'm just gonna do right now. Or rather, the boss is gonna die to Any-Up. And then we'll just finish off the side guys. Yeah, so that was so we've been lucky so far, but eventually this game was going to exact its toll on me. So
Sorry.
Oh god, like, if one of them died, I might have been able to recover, and then just they both got annihilated.
Should we call the other devs to patch it really fast?
No. We should call out other speedrunners. There's room to improve here.
Ooh, shots fired.
Shots fired indeed.
Nah, like I said at the beginning, Wolf single-handedly routed this game by himself, so kudos to him. We had very little to do with it. Occasionally, I would find a glitch that might be useful for him, or he would ask me like for some information.
It's good to have a lot of. I have a lot of just raw probability numbers that are nice to have, instead of having to just be guessing at what they are. So I guess if there was any doubt that Orazio was the one who tricked Curtis into, you know, abandoning his post and letting all these awful events of this game happen, now we have confirmation.
Does he move diagonally?
Orazio does, yes. Not here though. Oh, nope, there we go. There we go. There is the evil
There's
diagonal.
the rocks again.
Well, I mean, this is the same like cataclysm that we've seen before. Yeah.
We got a lot of mileage out of these rocks.
Right. I wonder if diagonal walking is a precursor to collapsing rocks too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a precursor of just bad things. Like if you, in real life, if you see someone walk diagonally, like, you know,
watch out.
Just watch out.
They're probably a witch.
So Dolph's got 2 more bosses left. He's got the last phase of the dungeon, which 2 more puzzles, and then a boss, and then the final battle. And the next boss is actually really fun.
Yeah, so the next boss is against it's against not 1, not 2, but 3 crystals. And as we all have figured out by this point, crystals are weak to suplexing. So we're going to have some fun. But first, we have to get past everything else in this game that's trying to kill me. Let's ante these guys up. I just want to obliterate things right now. There we go. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, so basically ante up is going to do the initial damage based on how much gold you have, and then add like a little percentage of damage on every hit you do. So it's a nice way to do a lot of damage over time. It's really good for beefier enemies. And it's just fun looking.
Yep. And then they are out of luck when they die, which is a nice little touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, Tim, you were saying that, like, you originally planned for that to be when the ability wore off naturally.
Yeah, but it doesn't have an expiration, and I guess when they die, it expires, technically, so that's when it showed up.
Yeah.
Which is a lot more frequent than expected.
Things dying?
First time I saw it, I had no idea what was happening.
Right. Me either, to be honest.
There's probably like 4 more random battles or regular battles.
Something like that. Good flares. Good flares.
Yeah, unfortunately this run you don't get to see Azrael's final ability, which is I really like the animation too. It's really fun.
It's incredible.
Maybe we'll get to see it on the incentive run.
Yeah, which is you know, not saying what it is, but you know, maybe it's not just going to be, you know, some sort of vehicle that I can't speak English right now.
We'll say Mad Max moment or something, you know, Return to Thunderdome style, maybe something like that. Maybe, maybe not.
Quite possibly.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I say this is like the last iteration of the orbs where they have these like teleporters that you shoot them in and they shoot out the other one. That was pretty clever. Luke designed that.
Yeah, there's actually a different intended strat for this one where you just push that teleporter down instead. I'm honestly uncertain what is faster. But that was the wrong fight. What am I doing in this fight? Other one. I think this one fooled me in practice too, because like the Wraithbind on the left is the weak enemy. And then you get into the fight, it's like, oh no, double Moonlighter, run away.
Yeah, luckily 100% run rate, so.
Yeah.
I never liked the old mechanics where you couldn't run instantly, so when we were designing this game, we said we love 16-bit JRPGs, but there are some things that haven't aged as well, and so let's just get rid of them. So that was one of them. Oh, there you go.
There you go, Talon. Nice. Just obliterate that guy. And some suplex. we got a spinach drop. Nice.
Very nice.
We need some we have been getting very few spinaches so far. So yeah. So this puzzle is pretty simple if I can hit buttons.
This is the last puzzle of the game.
It is the last puzzle in the game. Well, not counting the bonus stuff, but last puzzle of the run. Let's go with that. So yeah, there's not too many more random battles, and we just got 2 more boss battles, and then that's gonna be the end of the run. So we are fast approaching. Oh, I can't burn items here. Oh, we're just gonna have to be careful on this last fight. And Talon is gonna have to be on point one last time.
Nice, Dan.
Okay.
Hey, you got a burn at least.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I didn't pick out. Oh, there we go. Okay. And another burn. Everything's on fire.
Oh, I killed him.
Yep. Please don't kill Aggie. Well. Talon. When I said one more time, I meant 2 more times.
Maybe 3 more times.
Quite. Maybe 3 more times indeed. Oh well. At least he didn't kill anyone.
You just do Final Light?
I did just do Final Light. It's gonna be fun. So Final Light scales with missing HP percentage.
But you can't hit him. I was wondering why you did that. I thought you were just like.
Sure was fun.
Well, now I know that. For some reason I thought it could hit him.
There is something I know about the game that Dolph doesn't.
Yeah.
Rip me.
Yeah, Final Light does damage based on missing HP, so the more HP a monster's missing, the more damage it does.
Okay, there we go.
As opposed to Cleave, which does more damage. It does like 10% of current HP, right? So it does more on the front end.
This is a problem. Oh, okay. Talon, let's do it again.
We haven't seen any Wraith cards this run, have we?
We saw a couple.
Oh, we did?
Not many. We've seen a lot of more thunder, a lot more lightning. But yeah, this has not been a good charge for thunder, or for Wraith. Which is fine. We're doing okay. Yeah, this is stuff that would normally be fine on being AP if I had remembered the accessories, but I did not. So, oh well. There we go. Good job, Talon.
Really,
And good job, Talon again. And we got our level ups at 27, which is exactly what we want. So that's good. Save our game. And time for some bosses. So yeah, so as you're saying, there are 3 crystals. They are weak to suplex because of course they are. And so we just, normal strats. Boost Curtis up massively, and then we just start crushing.
Does he have the speed at priority right now?
Yes, yeah, I put that on a while ago.
Okay, yeah.
So we needed that extra spinach there for the extra damage.
He's got 9.
4459 is a little
9,000.
low. Yeah, so we need a good roll on this one.
Ooh.
More or less.
Dang. You guys are mean.
It's like, I swear it's over a 50% chance. Oh well. And they defensed up, which is...
Yeah, that's... You got this, man.
We need the rejuve. I'm gonna play it safe.
Doom Dice.
Doom Dice is not playing it safe.
That's true, that's probably...
Doom Dice, remember the part where Doom Dice could just kill our whole party?
Yeah, with your luck, you'll get the
yeah,
Snake Eyes.
Oh god. Yeah, yes I would right now. There we go, nice. Okay, just...
That crystal had a family!
Yeah, Curtis seems to be a fan favorite.
Okay, so we should be en route to suplex everything. We're en route to suplex everything.
Okay.
And that... okay. Well, this is okay. It's not good, but it's okay. So Yeah, so this is taking a little longer. See how it goes. But we're gonna kill him. There's no way he can beat us at this point, so we just have to make sure not to screw this up. Oh, he's blind.
It's pretty funny when he misses suplex, because he like slams him down and just says missed. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Oh, there we go, max damage. There we go, very nice. That is how you suplex.
One might say you've taken him to Suplex City.
You might, you might.
Alright, final boss
Meta
time.
has given his seal of approval to the suplex, and we are... How is that my time?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Ice card strats.
So...
Look, Talon just wanted to renew his WoW subscription, okay? It's all Blizzard cards.
Yeah, so we're going to fight the final boss, who is, of course, Ghost Dad.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, we're the final boss of the game. Spoiler alert. So,
Don't worry, guys. There's still time to beat it before he does.
I mean, dear God, I hope not. But so Ghost Dad is like beating up on all of us for some reason. Like I know he hates Kellen, and he hates Talon because, well, I don't hate Talon. I'll defend you, Talon. But just what is his end goal here? I don't think it's to become a god, right, or something like that.
He's trying to. He's like trapped inside the crystal. His essence is, so he's getting them to release him.
Well, I
he
mean,
wants to enter the Wraith door so he can get the power to revive his wife.
Right, that's where we are. But he does say something about becoming a god or something like that.
He just hates humans at this point.
Yeah. He's lived this whole life without the power to do what he wants, so he's kind of bitter about it.
Yeah.
I love that that door animation that Tim made. It's really cool.
I will be dust when I can become the darkness of death and of life. Because that's what life is made out of, darkness.
And death.
And death, yeah. But, as is RPG tradition, we will show him the error of his ways by beating him up. So if you were paying very close attention to level ups, you will notice that Curtis gained an ability in his called Ascension, and we won't spoil what Ascension does, but it's going to be fun. But we're going to be using it on the very first turn.
Yeah, it has turn priority, so it always shoots off first.
Yeah. Also, Orazio, so when Orazio does his first attack, it's just always going to be a giant AoE damage that knocks us all to like 10% HP. So we'll just have Azrael heal, whatever, easy. Anyway, so Rally, Rejuve, Ascension, and double up Kellen. Nice and easy. So he is now Super Saiyan. So that's the biggest buff in the game, because he cannot be too buffed for this fight.
Yeah, basically the whole strat of this is just to buff Curtis insanely and then have it berserk.
Yep, and then, so we need to get some, so we just heal, and we're fine. So we're going to berserk him, and we need to get some good damage rolls, baby. Get some good damage rolls. Well, not us, show him the pain. Okay, okay, that's a good start. 6 hits, 1 crit.
And he's still got double up on Kellen, so Kellen will be just constantly stacking 2 rallies on him, so his damage output will be more.
And we also have a spare time to throw on a spinach, so we're going to do that. Sorry, what did you say, Meta? Popeye strats. Yes, indeed, Popeye strats.
See, I've been sitting here the whole run whenever they use spinach and going in my head.
Wait, that was 3 hits.
Yeah, that's weird.
I didn't know it could do 3 hits.
Now you do.
What is going on with this game? So we need to re-up his we need to up his, we need to do that. That thing that I just did is what we need to do. Oh, yeah, oh. So that was a lot of crits, low damage, no number, but a lot of crits. So, no, that was okay, but I think he can do better. I know he can do better. So show me what you got this time around. Come on.
Hey, so we need some fan art of that right now. Yeah, Curtis is super. He's like wearing a sailor hat, but it's like on top of the golden hair. When he charges up, his like necktie blows off.
like the rest of him blows up and his forearm shrink.
I need to do that.
So he's about to enter his second phase, and it actually scales to your level. So the higher level you are, the more he misses.
That's really bad.
You could just yellow it.
I could just YOLO it. Let's do that. Let's YOLO this. So we are going to have Talon use his final light ability, which will do a decent chunk of damage. It probably won't go through the entire barrier shield, but hopefully this should let us recover, or help us recover. Okay, we'll go through the entire shield. That's good. So we can't do it twice in a row because he doesn't have enough AP. So we're gonna do that. Be careful. You can just Spirit Punch and then. What do I even do on you? This is going really bad. But hopefully, okay, Curse. Okay, ooh, that was unfortunate. Okay, so now I'm not gonna have enough AP on him. Okay, we're doing Berserk. Going back to Berserk. Curtis, you got this. I know you got this. We got one last spinach, one last Berserk, one last double up. You got this.
Right,
Finish him off.
Let's get 8.
Oh, that was rude.
Don't do that.
That was decent.
I got a spinach.
We're out of spinach. That was our last spinach. You can't get matter. We haven't gotten many 8 hits this fight. We should say we've gotten no hit. That's the opposite of matter. But let's do some final light strats again.
This will probably take him down.
Hopefully.
Yeah, because he's missing so much HP, it should do big damage.
Yeah, and the next one will do more.
Yeah, it should do a little bit more.
Not quite lethal, but I think Curtis can finish him off.
That's time.
That's time. And Azrael did not survive the encounter, unfortunately.
3:15, that's a really great time.
That that is somehow world record, and I don't know how. Because everything went.
Because you believed in talent.
Like I don't know, because I'm gonna blame the PC or something. Better PC.
I have to go with Bob. It's the heart of the card.
Okay, heart of the card. Okay, fine. Heart of the cards. Talon carried us.
Yeah, that's 2 world records in a row.
I guess technically we need to add in like 10 seconds or something from the late start, but whatever.
So I'll pass the gauntlet to whoever can do it. We're looking for a sub 3 on this game.
Yeah, so I hear there's a 3-man Breath of Fire race, so that's like 3 chances for a world record, right?
Well, we do have the donation incentive for Nier Automata first, but yeah.
How is that a 315? How is this run a 315?
Yeah, I'm still wondering. Well, you had I mean, your menus are really good, and you only wiped that one time, right?
Only the one
お
wipe.
疲れ様でし
Like
た。
I missed the accessory. I had
ワールドレコー
a lot
ド
of
だそうですね。
slowly.
すごいです。
But okay, I mean, you know, take what you get.
7分も更新してるんだ。
Oh, we still got the bonus incentive to
We
do.
do still have the bonus incentive. So first we got so I guess we can watch this, or we can just skip to the bonus incentive. I don't know what the call needs to be. On time, if you want to just watch the credits or
It's
not.
about 7 minutes, I think.
Yeah, so I don't know if there's someone who is able to make a call over there. Sure, okay. Got the permission.
Sure.
で、この後、ドネーションのインセンティブで、キングスライムと戦うと思いま
Oh,
す。
I had more.
Don't worry, you're gonna have time.
You
You're
got
gonna have
7 minutes.
opportunities.
Let's hear them all.
So, yeah, thanks, Del Wolf, for learning this run. It's been an honor to watch him work on this, and thanks to the RPG Limit Break staff who selected this game, and all the other devs that aren't here, Ty, Josh, and Luke.
Right, absolutely. Thanks for Dowolf setting new world records.
Yeah, with Popeye Super Saiyan strats.
Talon for his ice cards. Curtis to suplexes.
Why were there so many ice cards? But yeah.
So one of the nice things about this credits scroll is that all our Kickstarter backers, for the most part, are listed in it. And this game was kickstarted, I believe, in 2016, and we had about 800 backers. So thank all of you for helping us make this project possible, because as you can see, all this artwork is very expensive to make, and without you, we could have never finished this game. And there's Josh. He's unfortunately not here today.
Slimes are scary. I can respect this.
And there's me. There's Tim. I don't know. I don't really have any more closing thoughts to you, Tim.
There's Luke.
Yeah.
Story writing level design.
But yeah, no, this is just a super fun game to play casually too. Because once you're at a slightly higher level, that you're like not getting one-hit KO'd by bosses all the time. Like it's just a very free-flowing system. It's just reacting to everything this game is throwing at you, and it's just super fun to feel like you're in that kind of control. So, yeah.
We're kind of in conceptual phases, or pre-production phases for a couple projects. Hopefully there'll be more projects released under Something Classic. We had such a blast doing this project, and we all really get along and have nice synergy, so hopefully we'll make another game. So stay tuned.
Right.
These are all our wonderful beta testers that broke the game multiple times. We had the best beta testers we could ever ask for. There was one guy, Michael Nelson, who literally walked on every single tile in the entire game. And it was insane in his dedication. So here's some of our...
I did not know that, but I believe it.
Oh yeah, it was insane. Here's some of our Kickstarter backers.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of Ty's family, looks like.
Yeah, the last cutscene was from was related to a side quest that we just like completely ignored, involving that Firmus town city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Ashley your sister, Tim?
Yeah.
I think my sister's in here too.
Wraithling's still doing okay, and he does come back in the DLC. So you know, if you want more Wraithling.
But anyway, so we've been spreading some rumors about this potential side boss, and we're about to close the case on that. So
yeah, we get to find out what he's really like underneath the butterflies.
Is he a train or is he not?
Yeah.
Is he a slime or is he not?
And more importantly, will he be suplexed?
It depends on how.
Or will he not?
I mean, the possibilities are as endless as they are exactly two.
Yes. And those options are yes and very yes.
No comment.
I think it'd be pretty good to hype the whole thing all the way up and then go through the
Could you
boss
imagine?
without
It's not a train and there's no suplex. Like,
Oh God.
get suckered in.
Well, well, I'll talk about it when we get to the boss. If there is a boss.
Right.
I like this guy, the Holy Turnip. That's a cool name.
That's the name of our next game.
Yeah. You heard it here, folks. First, folks. Yeah, so basically, this is just like a nice, Mario 64 kind of credit sequence. See all the levels you played in, all the NPCs you met, with like a montage.
Yes, Matt.
Yeah. I think Luke is the one who did the credit scenes themselves, and then you composed the whole unique song for it.
So when are we going to get Shadows of Adam and Knuckles 2 Electric Boogaloo? Come on, boys. Spill the beans.
I think you mean Shadows of Quexel?
Shadows of
Quexel.
Quexel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. If
Shadows.
we do, it would probably be as DLC, so...
Yeah.
Adam Inker, he's another RPG speedrunner, I believe. Right? Inker?
I
want to say, like, when the game first came out, he was, like, kind of testing the waters, sort of running it, and he was, like, showing off a few strats. And I remember just seeing a very cryptic tweet of his that said, I think I figured out a damage underflow in Shadows of Adam. I was like, uh-oh.
Well, if he did, I am not aware of it.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
It'd be cool if you could like damage underflow the berserk suplex thing or whatever, and just do like quad nines every time.
I mean, yes, that would be the coolest. Just do whatever 80,000 damage. Excuse me. Like every time, just max obliterate.
Yeah. Yeah, so as you can see, we have a long credit sequence because of all these wonderful Kickstarter backers.
Right.
What are you saying, sir?
The crate smashing is a callback to the scene that we skipped in the sneak
Yeah.
session.
Can I break in with a quick donation?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Beanopolis donates $75 and says, I just had to donate after seeing a 9,999 damage suplex. Thank you for appealing to my love of turn-based RPGs. Keep up all the great runs. Thank you, Beanopolis.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
So we're gonna see another little scene with Laura Beth again. She kind of disappears after the second dungeon.
She does get a minor like bonus cutscene where you get the what do you get from her? The
candy staff and
candy
candy dress.
Yeah.
I thought one of them's from the candy cake. I thought.
Oh yeah, she gives you the dress.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So what is the correct answer to who has the fork?
There is no fork.
Ah. Thank you, Neo.
Poor Curtis doesn't know how to swim.
Right. And maybe you notice in the credits that they basically go backwards through the entire game and return to Adam.
I never realized that.
Me neither, actually.
I only did after like seeing it for like the 9th time. Finally put it together.
All right, time for boss.
New Game Plus mode. Let's do it again. No.
Yeah, every great JRPG needs a New Game Plus mode.
So we do have a save prepared. So, you know, let's just head over to this definitely not ominous island with definitely not ominous butter.
ドネーションのボーナスボスですね。
What is this?
I actually don't know what I just did. That was
New
weird.
strats.
That was a weird bug. Anyways, anyways, we're on the Butterfly Island, which is this perfectly peaceful land of butterflies.
Looks terrifying.
Yeah, it's like the upside down world in Stranger Things.
Right. It's like swarming with butterflies.
So I want to give a shout out to Tyler Darren. He basically wrote this entire scene. All the scenes are written by Luke, but this is one we let Ty write, and Ty has a unique writing style. This scene is so absurd, but we play it totally straight. I think that's kind of why it works. And this is an optional boss that can only be summoned once you reach level 30. So obviously Double doesn't get to level 30 in the run. And here it is.
Yeah, but to make it fun, we're also doing this exact level 30. Also,
これが
Train.
そのキングスライムですね。
And it is in fact weak to suplex.
Yes.
So, but unfortunately, we are weak to its ability to murder us. So we have to start off by immediately just being super defensive, instead of just immediately going all-out attack like we did everywhere else. So we're going to use Blur here. Blur is just like when the enemies use Blur. We just get 3 turns of almost impossible to kill, which is good because otherwise you can just one-shot Azrael, which he was doing in the practice room repeatedly for like hours. So I'm really glad he didn't do that here. So now we're safe to double up.
Yeah, so this guy has 60,000 HP, and you got 10 rounds to do it. So he needs to be doing at least 6,000 a round.
Oh, well, so that was super lucky because off the rails can paralyze every single character, which it usually does. I'm very confused that it didn't, but I'm okay with it. So yeah, so yeah, so 60,000 damage, and also there's a timer. Just in case there wasn't
キングスライムはスープレックスに弱いらしいです。なので、
a little bit late on the blur, but that's fine. So just keep the attacks coming.
まあ見た目画面通りスープレックスを連弾してますね。
There, you guys happy now?
Yeah, usually
suplex the train.
Yeah, usually like the first turn of this is like the super scary one, and then if we can make it past the first turn, it's fairly smooth sailing. As far as smooth sailing goes.
You said that so many times during this run.
No, I need to do the blur on Azrael, or this could fall apart.
Well, we all know what happens after.
Yeah, he world records.
I don't understand.
Somehow.
Okay, that's a problem.
You could probably start final lighting it now, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to heal. Is what I. I just need to heal. I need to play it safe. I might just be dead. Is actually just what might be happening. Okay, let's final light and just hope he dies.
He's still got like 30 hit point, 30,000.
Okay,
left.
so Yeah, we just got destroyed. I'm gonna do one more attempt, and if it goes well, it goes well. If it doesn't, so hopefully we can suplex this train. Yeah. So.
軽く調べてみたら結構強いボスみたいで。
It was pretty. Yeah, if he hadn't just paralyzed like my healer and my damage source, I would have been fine. But he got both, so.
I like how there's a statue of a slime like in his honor. It makes me laugh for some reason. It's so stupid.
It is. I think it's only there to tell you that something is up.
Yeah, to tell you come back when you're like 1,000 more levels. So. Poison Express is fine. Little deadly, but fine. Yeah. Gotta love suplexing trains. Yes, we do want to rejuve here.
I wonder if blurring Curtis would be smart because he'd get a speed boost too.
Yeah, but I don't want him to have a speed boost really, because
yeah.
I want him to get the buffs from this round.
Yeah, I think maybe like a miracle badge.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. But miracle badge is like this game's ribbon. So that would definitely be useful. But we do not have that.
So you remember about a minute ago when you said things are going to go relatively easily?
It's smooth sailing.
Yeah.
It's fine. He just uses plus attack. That's definitely not a harbinger of death and destruction to come.
Right. The thing is, you don't want to be sailing on a train. You want to be riding on rails. So.
Nice. The only sad thing about a disappointing thing about this song I wrote is I couldn't find like a train whistle MIDI. That would have been pretty fun.
Yeah.
Someone told me I needed the quote Crazy Train, the Goats, the Phantom Train from FF6, but I didn't end up doing that. That would have been fun though.
Okay, you didn't get the blind on.
Crazy Train, Phantom Train. Is there another train song?
I don't know. I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
Take the A train. Maybe?
I've been working on the railroad.
I've been working on the railroad.
So yeah, so we're gonna lose a turn to needing to high ether everyone.
This is looking pretty good though. As long as he doesn't get the off the rails move, that's okay.
Debatable.
Final item and suplex maybe. Wraith Storm.
I'm gonna play it a little safer. Actually, you know what? No, I can't show off Wraithstorm since she doesn't have any AP right now. But let's do that. Stop! Go away! Go away, Winter's Defender.
The thread. They detected a thread. Thread detection. The computer knows.
Windows is anti-suplex, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm actually really hoping I just kill this round. I am super hoping. Okay, we can't rest Talon at this point. We just gotta go. We gotta go hard. Go full steam ahead. He's got to be close.
Yeah, he's probably got. I don't know. Oh, 3 rounds.
That's bad. Lure ran out. Please, Lure. Okay.
This might be a solo Curtis victory.
Might just be a solo Curtis victory.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah.
倒しましたね。
The sunset of this world is near. There's a fifth. The power of the fifth.
I don't know. Ask Ty, man.
none of what he says is canon to the game.
He disappears at a label. So this was definitely meant to be a little tongue-in-cheek. So we passed it to Ty, and he did a wonderful job.
But yeah, so that is it for me. Thank you everybody again for all of your generous donations. And next up I believe is Breath of Fire. So
all right, so everybody, let's hear it again for our second world record in a row.
苦戦してましたね。ラスボスより苦戦してた
Thanks to
な。
Wolf, thanks to Tim and Tyler on the couch. You guys have been awesome. And I feel it would only be fitting to leave this with one last Jim Ross quote, which is, by God, that boss was tougher than a $2 steak. Okay, so before we get to Breath of Fire, we do have to do an interview with the Breath of Fire runners, and we have the Nier Automata donation center to do. So, Bowie, go ahead and take it away with the interview.
Okay then guys, welcome back. My name is Bo the Hero and I'm joined by the runners of Breath of Fire 4 who are going to be going
はい、
into their
シャドウ・オブ・アダム
three-way
でした。
race. Four? Why did I say four? Breath of Fire. There's three of you. There's four of us on the
次は
couch.
ブレス・オブ・ザ・ワイル
So
ド、
everyone.
ブレス・オ
Anyway,
ブ・
I'm joined
ファ
by
イヤーですね。
Jenny23, Ryu Kozakotl, and Jin Tatsu 2 who are going to be racing just